away Hinterland. What a knock on at the rig right there. Purple J manages to get that trade back, but the fight on point. They need to hold this down, and Benji's done enough damage. Kivanchyy comes in onto Shin, and they will continue this one on for just a little bit longer. You love to see it. They're not done with yet this first map, Finch Fries, but they do have a bit of work to do still.
Yeah, got to 99, but they turned it around with that opening flail on PB. Good job there from Hinterland. Hinterland has mainly just been protecting Finch, being that anti-dive, so they can't dive in. Shin is now swapped off of the Genji onto Cassidy. So now we're going to be able to have some flashbangs, some Deadeyes, some High Noons, but Kivanchyy swapped from the Doom onto the Diva. Kivanchy's probably going to just start focusing Shin. This is going to be really tricky to Cassidy into Kivanchy's Diva. We do have the rally almost online for Hinterland. 70%. This is his last fight territory he has.
Yeah, they do have those ults coming close, but will they be there in time? PB Games is the only one that has that one there on the time, but Kivanchy's gone, and now here comes that Said So Tire. It's got a bit up, a down, all around, staying around. It might not even because Shin's got himself a double, and PB! The Tire delivers, and it should be the killing blow. Finch Fries, they've got no time to get back to this point. It is over and done. Just as I say, well, Vestige gets back for half a second, but now it's done so. Map number 1 goes in favor of Rogueland's Reckoners. They do the job in 2-0 fashion, and we don't get a well.
Good job there from Rogue's Reckoners. Yeah, no well, unfortunately. They could have just thrown it for the well, to be fair. Great job there. I wonder if this is Vestige's copy of Rogue's Jungle Queen. It is.
It was a good copy. Did the damage. First one, the second. Oh, that is centimetre perfect, keeping yourself in bounds there. A nice couple of kills, and that is your play of the game. And Scary, well, got to say, it wasn't a thrashing. It was actually kept close in both, but in the end, the Rogueland squad, they showed very good stuff there. They take a 1-0 lead, and now Finch Fries, they're the ones that have to respond.
Yeah, and the next map is going to be Hybrid, which is going to play a little bit differently than like the chaos of Control. Like we said at the start, it's chaotic. Both these teams, I don't know if we saw, like I said, some chess grandmaster plans there. It was just chaos. It was just a flying rat, an angry Japanese voice line over there, Rogue in the center of the point, just with infinite health. We saw flying characters, Kivanchyy. We saw Hinterland on the brink. It was just chaos. It was just chaos, and it was very hard to predict each fight because players were getting the 2K on the tire there on the supports was so good. So on a Hybrid next, they will have the choice of Eichenwald, King's Row, which we saw earlier, and Hollywood. We haven't seen any Reinhardts, so maybe not Kings this time has. What do you reckon?
I'm feeling a Hollywood, actually, for this one. I don't mind Hollywood as a map. I reckon it's usually a whole lot of fun. Can be always that first point, though, that can stop a lot of teams. So the risk you can take, I mean, look, it's Hybrid. The first control point's always a little bit difficult if you can't get things rolling. But, overall could work well there. I think Benji on the Farah as well, if they stick to that little one trick. They were getting some decent damage in, but you have to say overall on the other side, Shin and PBG did just overflow them in the end. We saw Vestige also popping off with that nice ults and doing well on the Echo, but maybe it'll come down to tank. We could see some swaps there. I feel like Rojan, though, they might stick to Junker Queen. I don't know what it is. I've got no idea why they'd do that, but it's just a feeling. And look, behold, it is Hollywood.
It is indeed. I think both those predictions are correct. Hollywood, and I do think Rogue is going to stick to the Junker Queen. I think Rogue's Junker Queen has come into play in the map choices here from Finch Fries. Junker Queen isn't going to be able to have heaps of mobility apart from those elevators on that second point there. On that first point, you can sit at the back of the hotel. You can sit on the front point. There's lots of high grounds and stuff, and that will play really well into Shin's Cassidy as well. That mid-range fight. But if, especially Kivanchyy also on the Doomfist, if they have to use their cooldowns to reach those high ground and clear those positions, it's going to be very, very difficult for a character like Junker Queen. Junker Queen has got a lot of health, and Rogue is a W key enjoyer, so they can still make it work. But I think the air characters on Finch Fries, the Echo and the Farah, can just play around those buildings and also use their mobility a little bit to their favor on this map. I think this is a good map choice.
Yeah, no, I feel like it definitely does work a bit more in Finch Fry's favour, at least for the early battles. But again, sometimes all you need to do is click a W. Get your team rolling forward. If you're the one who's in there, you're getting the fights, you're controlling all the aggression. Your team's going to go around you, do the job. We saw that they had sort of the one they'd switch between. So PB was mostly stuck on that the Junkrat throughout. I have to say, the fact they got that first round, especially when they didn't really have anything that was completely focusing the Pharah as well in aerial support. We saw McCree come out late on the second map, but they were playing with the Genji and Junk, still managed to come out on top in that regard. So, especially with a bit more open air here, maybe we will see a Widow come out, an Ashe possibly, or I definitely think we're still sticking with the Junk. Look, a perfect character. I wouldn't say he's broken, but if you want to just shut off your brain, he is probably the perfect character for it.
Yeah, I don't know if PB is feeling like they're stuck on Junkrat. I think that's the jail that they've self-built themselves, a rat jail. And you can see the trigonometry when they're flying around. I think Shin going to Cassidy at the end, they didn't need it for a 1.5. And they went Cassidy at the end, got 2 picks, Pharah, D.Va, bang. I think that might have just been a, hey, we can hit scan the air if you want. But they don't need to. Genji's a hit scan. Junkrat's a hit scan. Both of those characters will spend more time in the air than Pharah will, I guarantee it, from that last map. So, good little sneak preview into if we are getting in trouble with those flying characters, with those damage boosts, we can go hit scan if we need. And we see Shin opening on the defensive Widow here. Defensive Widow. This is going to be very interesting. Kivanchyy on the Zarya. We'll see if they stick to that. I was wondering if they were going to play Doom. I know they play a lot of Doom, and I think there's a couple of spicy rollouts. But going with the Zarya, that's going to be able to bubble Vestige and get a lot of and protect Vestige from. I mean, Vestige is probably going to get dove by the Junkrat. That's about the only character there. Rogue is just going to sit on the point with a lot of health and just take that space and that real estate, while the rest of the DPS just go for flanks and just go for picks. PB got a little trap set up on the staircase. Will anyone fall for it? Will anyone fall for the 8-year-old Overwatch 1 trap?
Oh, it's been around for that long. I reckon there's still a chance something might come together here, because Overwatch players, they don't look down, and they're so close to it on that side as well. No one, I think finally they will break that one. They don't know he's on the left side, but they don't even need him to start off with. Shin doing that damage early. Vestige out of the fight before it even starts. And again, they'll just be forced back, getting some decent damage, at least for the beam. Is Kivanchyy there? Going to be pulled in as well.
Still hiding.
He's still there. Is he actually? I don't think he's got through yet. He's still there. He's come through. He's got Finch. Gets that kill. He actually changed positions while all that was going on. And patience is a virtue. And just like that, they managed to find that first one. And they're looking good to start off with Rogue. And this is the problem here, Shin. They need to be knocked out of position. They finally are pushed away. That's where their aerial support will come in. Vestige, well, they try to Sombra switch around. It does not come to fruition. And once again, they're sort of stuck in the... Do we continue with the fight? We've lost a player. Do we want to go forward on this one? They're just sort of... not quite... Oh, my lord. The Pharah got the Junkrat trap. How does that happen?
It's an air character, I tell you. They got to be careful here, Finch Fries, because they don't have Lamp and they're down a Mercy. They're coming back now 5v5, but they don't have the cooldowns here to aggress right now. They're just feeding the ult of Rogue right now.
And Rogue will be more than happy to accept it. And once again, Shin, they are just having the time of their lives, chilling up the top, hitting shots. Rogue will be taken out, though, so the tank falling. This could massively switch the fight here with the nice stuff from Hinterland. Finch has got the revive in as well. And now they're jumping in with the Mercy ult on top of that 4v5 situation. They're being pushed off the point, pushed into a corner. They are in a whole lot of trouble here, Rogueland's Reckoners. PB and Shin, though, the DPS duo, doing damage, and here comes the tire. It's going high, looking for that Mercy, and PB is having the time of his life, and they managed to switch it. Hit your Widow shot if you don't mind as well to finish it off. Pharah, Benji, you got to head for the hills, son. Survive if you can. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe even get up in the air on the secondary one. PB gets the finisher. Oh, how do they manage to defend that?
The DPS on Reckoners, PB and Shin just held that point. They had no right winning that. Kivanchyy was in their spawn practically with the grab. Getting their grab before Rogue got their rampage on Jungle Queen. Very impressive. Shin's now got walls. It's a minute 20 left. It's going to be so hard for Finch Fries to walk in here. They've got to watch out for the cleanse, and then they can grab with Kitsune. Benji also has their barrage as well. This is a bit aggressive. They should survive here, Rogue, hopefully. Oh, that's so aggressive, Rogue.
You know, you like aggression, you like getting in there. They said W key forward. Sometimes it works, sometimes it blows up in your face. That is an example of it. And now Vestige and another one is as much as shit has been able to do. Not much in this fight. Steffi's gone. It's all left on the PB. Yes, he actually will get Vestige, but it won't be enough to stop the rot here. They get the payload on the escort. It took them a while, Finch Fries, but the first point there, and they can start to get this Hollywood car moving forward.
Yeah, they didn't even have to invest barrage and grab there. They just got it for free. Rogue, great aggression played there, but no one can follow them, unfortunately. Shin's in the backline sniping, and PB's just, I don't know, flying around with the mines doing rat things. But Finch Fries have now got 5 ults on the board, and it's just PB. Oh, Shin's in trouble here, though.
Oh, they somehow stay alive, and Vestige, the visors pop. That doesn't mean you're going to find much. PB gets one, another there on the Benji, who does get at least Shin off that one. And with Kivanchyy with the double, they have managed to come out in the fight in a 3v2 favor. They can keep this payload cooking forward. So big plays from either side, but Finch Fries now starting to gain a bit more momentum.
Yeah, Finch Fried had to invest 4 ultimates there. That is not what they wanted to do. PB just shutting down the visor. Now they've only got Hinterland's window, which was very effective in taking out Rogue. Vestige picking off the support of Steffi's Juno. Very good pick at the start.
That it is. So Steffi gone from the fight before it's even begun, and now Rogue, look, they're trying to get moving. We don't mind that. They've missed that initial knife burst there. They're surrounded by enemies. PB, Benji could fly in the air, decides, you know what, I'll take the escalator. Makes it a lot more easier and funner. Don't have to waste all the extra power as well. Saving carbon emissions. You like that from your pheromones, but they will still need to take these fights here. Doing enough, but once again, PB, he's getting stuff with the tire. Will be betrayed back from Vestige, but now Shin, 1-2, he almost gets it finished off. It will be the nade. In fact, it'll be Steffi who gets the final hit there. They stopped them, Rogueland's Reckoners, and now Finch Fries. They haven't got many more opportunities to try and get to second here.
Yeah, a minute 20 on the clock. They only have to push it like 1 meter to cap it. They don't have any ults on board. Kivanchy's building grabs so fast. It's super impressive. Purple J on Reckoners does have the Kitsune rush to defend if they need. We're seeing Rogue take the elevator and take that high ground. Pushed off the high ground now. This is going to be a really good attack from Finch Fries, having the high ground to themselves. 60 seconds left.
Just need to starting to get those ults together as well. On the one side, they've got enough almost close to it on both ends, so they're going to go important wherever they go together. There's already been one pop there from Purple J. They're trying to get forward of this. It gives them space, but they don't find any picks, so that could come back to haunt them a little bit, as that one's kind of wasted. Still left the 5v5. You can see Shin popping to McCree. Oh, that is massive! Gets the bonus damage boost, and he will deliver. Steffi will finish it with 3 as well. They take that fight there. And now Finch Fries, they have one more opportunity to keep this running, but they do have the ults available for it.
They do, but Rogue has got their Rampage to defend, and we have nothing to cleanse that anti. Once Hinterland's lamp is out on the Baptiste, that Rampage is going to keep everybody anti. But 4 ults on Finch Fries, 8 seconds left. They're all going to press Q. It's about to be chaos. Grab incoming.
Oh, the grab's not bad. Shit and PB with the hits, though. Benji gets one back, and he's doing enough damage, but they need more picks. They need more kills. Overtime as well. They keep the cart moving. Shin jumping on down is in a bit of trouble. Should be deleted and will be. But PB's still alive, but Benji doing the work. Pushes him away. Has to try and get back here, PB. Oh, it was almost a perfect hit, but they should get it. They do at the last second. They take that fight together. PB goes down. And now they've still got a minute 20 left to go. And I should correct Cassidy. Look, it's been about 3 years since I casted this game. You've got to give me a little bit of, just a little bit of leeway. It's been a while.
Look, that's all right. That's all right. It is Cassidy, and what a big deadeye from Shin. Like Shin's actually putting the work in on Cassidy. I want them to go back to Genji, but unfortunately, the Cassidy is the pick here, and it is working because Finch Fries are playing a little bit of the counter game with their positioning and their picks. Rogue is struggling a little bit into it. I do like that Reckoners aren't being reactive; they're being proactive with their ults. Not getting heaps of value there on that last fight, but they're being proactive. So if they continue being aggressive as 5 players and using those ults, it's going to go good. There's not much in these fights. We're seeing great coordination between both teams and their ultimate usage. PB's got another tire online, so it's going to be looking for Finch, and 100% success rate so far. So Finch is probably sweating while they're flying around on that Mercy at the moment.
Oh, and he might even find Farah before they get the chance. Pops that, and now the tire goes unheeded. Vestige out of the fight as well. 20 seconds remaining. And they just sort of have to fall all right now. Finch Fries get themselves back in the game. Kivanchyy, though, is a bit late, and they're still hanging around 10 seconds. They should get back to the point, but it's going to be a tough one to hold here. But oh, Shin, what are you doing, son? You got to use your movement. He's just standing there like, yep, that's the game done. And they can punish them for it.
I think this is going to be it, though. They're going to stagger in, but I can't see them pulling this back.
How on earth did they get that revive? You take that... Might have enough here. Oh, Vestige just got that as well. They're staying alive. And the visor, Rogue's almost gotten rid of, but they stay enough together. It is just fights everywhere. No one can pull it through yet. Once again, though, Rogue's Reckoners, they should have enough of the momentum. They have the closest spawn with a few of them as well. Shin finding Benji. Rogue gets Hinterland. And now it is just that lonely Doom on points. And try as you might, Finch, you're not going to get back to get it. And they will stop them before they can fry 3. Still, though, Finch Fries, considering they're almost stopped at 2, I think they'll take that overall as they finish our first round here on Hollywood.
Yeah, try as they might indeed. And to be fair, they did put up a mighty performance. Insane res from Finch there to even keep Finch Fries in the fight. But Roland's Reckoners just shut them down. Every team fight we're seeing, there's really not much in it. I thought for sure they wouldn't be able to contest, and if they did, it was going to be game over or round over. But no, they proved me wrong. It's so hard to predict any of these fights. It actually is just chaos. When Finch Fries are coordinating their ultimates, that barrage, that grab, when they're coordinating those ultimates, they just win those team fights on initiation. Roland's Reckoners do combo the ults sometimes, but it seems like an accident. They're just spreading out, and they're just doing their own thing, and they're just dominating. Shin's getting a few picks here. PB's flying around. Rogue is just doing rogue things. They're all kind of... They're not playing as coordinated as Finch Fries, and that's actually working for them because... the Farah goes indoors. So why is there a Junkrat here? Okay, I'm going to run away. Why is there a Cassidy in my backline? You just have no idea where any of the team is, and they're all threats. So, going to be really interesting on the attack here. It's going to be as close. Shin on the Widowmaker on attack as well. And Benji going back to the Farah. So, might not want to fly too close to the sun, or Shin's going to give you the Icarus treatment.
Well, you know, as they say, if you don't know what you're thinking, the enemy team's not going to know what you're thinking. So it's the perfect way to play it. Or as, you know, the beautiful Bob Ross once said, it's a happy little accident. So that's what's been happening when they've, you know, comboed their ults together in quotation marks. It's done enough. Hello, Kivanchyy has gone incredibly deep on the Doom, but it's done enough for Hinterland to find the first one. But I'd say trade-wise, you take the tank over the other side there. That's not what you can see. Yeah, that is just some normal words you would type out after an accidental push in. I think that's English.
I think that's the breakdown we just saw in the team chat, because now Kivanchyy swapped to the Mauga, and that doesn't happen with a healthy mind. So the Mauga is out. Shin taking out Benji like we predicted. Hinterland's got 2 picks on the Alari, and also Purple J on the DPS Moivas. This is a support battle.
This is, and so far it does seem like it's coming in favour of Roland's Reckoners just for the time being. But oh, just as you do think that, Roland has been absolutely deleted. The Mauga, the double guns shred through the Junker Queen. And it means that the rest of Roland's Warriors are going to have to just fall back off that one. Everyone will reset. 2:47 left on the clock. And so far, Finch Fries are holding strong.
Man, I felt that pain of Rogue's Reckoners through the screen there. 750 health Mauga with a pylon from Alari and a damage boost from Mercy and the Cardiac Overdrive. Even an anti isn't enough to drop them below a quarter health. This Mauga is going to cause trouble for Reckoners.
Yeah, it will, and that's the most fun about it. As much damage as you can find, but Shin does have that Widow available, and Finch taken out. That is a massive pick, and it allows Rogue and the others to take control of this point. Farah stuck inside. Rogue will have no problem finishing that one as PB finds Steffi, and it's just one remains. Hinterland goes down. And the Reckoners here, they've done well. They've got this in under, or just on 2 minutes. They've got more time than Finch Fry's had. Going to need some stops here on our second push as we start the payload escort.
Yeah, Shin getting picked, both of those opening fights there. Once they take out the Farah, they can just team stomp the remaining ground players. Bastion ult incoming. I don't think it's going to catch him. Nah, they're too quick. Shin saving that grapple, very smart.
Oh, just getting out of that one. It's I wouldn't say a waste, because in the end, if they get that, it's more entertainment. You get that clippable little thing that comes through as we see the Widow jump. That one is not going to be anything. She's just like, well, if you're going to present yourself in the air, I'm more than happy to shoot my 2 guns, and they might have more opportunities. But the sleep and then the ultimate from Rogue. Oh, the Fury comes out and the kills can start following as well. Another one there on top as Finch, Vestige, and oh my lord, PB with these junker tires. He's got movement skills like you wouldn't believe. Benji finds one on the way out, but it is another one fight. So I say for 1 second, Kivanchyy goes, well, I'd like to fight everyone, so if everyone can just get in this enclosed space and kill me in about 2 seconds, I'd very much enjoy that. And you know what? The Reckoners were more than happy to oblige.
Definitely some enjoyers in that team fight. I'm surprised Finch Fries invested their ults there. It seemed like just a fight in Rogue's favor. They invested so much in a losing fight, and they won't have that to contest here. So second point going to Reckoners, and they don't have those ults for the third point now. The Benji does have their barrage. Would have loved to see that combo with the pen from Malga. Not to be, unfortunately. Oh, Vestige.
Yes, Vestige doing jobs and work and gets the teleport out. Not quite, but they will at least get the numbers back in the Finch Fries' favour. They'll just hold the Reckoners as they get the reswap, but they have the closer one here with the spawn, so I don't think they're going to mind too much losing those there. Again, start this one rolling, pick as much time off the clock as possible. Nope.
We can see PB taking out the flying character of Benji's Farah once again. Vestige taking out Shin as well. Like, every character's an air character.
I don't think Benji's ever dealt with this. He's saying he just can't understand this. Where is this Junkrat coming from? He's just flying from all directions. It makes it very difficult for me to actually play in essence where I can do anything on this Pharaoh. Leave me alone. But we've regrouped. Everyone's still fighting this one. Now we've got the double speed as we catch him. Ah, yes, Overwatch 2. Oh my lord.
We're back. Kitsune Rush used. This is going to be last fight.
It's all happening on these ones here. It might be the last fight. It might be just done. What you saw is Overwatch 3's beta. That's actually going to be at triple time speed. It looks fantastic. The Malga ult is out. It traps everyone. Unfortunately, it doesn't do the damage enough, and they can't get to the payload. Reckoners. They get it done on Hollywood with time to spare, and they take a 2-0 lead on this one's Finch Fries. Try as they might. Just can't find it.
They can't. Let's look at this Deadeye. This was Orbital Ray as well, I think. Nice. Ooh. Cassidy walks so fast now, especially with like the support ults. He just waddles towards you aggressively, and then he just unloads. I like the adaptions there from both teams. I like the adaptions. We saw a Kiriko swap at the end there to try to stop the antis coming in to protect the Malga. We're seeing depth from both teams. I think it's just chaotic individual players. It just comes down to, oh, she'd got a pick at the start. Oh, PB got a 2K. Oh, Rogue got a 2K. It's just a lot of individual players, and then the thin veneer of a 5v5 team fight just dissolutes immediately, and then it's just chaos, chaos, chaos. I think we saw a couple of ultimates there used that they would have wished they might have had save for the next fight. There was just a couple of small mistakes, not comboing the barrage with the pen, which would have been the plan there. Just a couple of small mistakes and a couple of standout performances opening up those duels.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I say, guys, you are watching competitive Overwatch. Ooh, it's not just a quick play game that has competitive rule sets. It's competitive. They're all really good at the game. Don't worry. It's all, everyone's talking about each other. And we just got just an update to the counter for everyone. It's true. OCE moments. It's up to 3. I'm pointing the wrong way. Wait, where's my figure? Hang on. Yeah, that's sort of the. Wait, lower the finger. Yeah, there we go. And there's that fella as well. Ow, I've just put my...
Definitely sus.
Just put my headphones into my mic. Classic stuff. It's all professional today. It's all we like to see. But, yeah, so far, they've got the chance here, Finch Fries. They can still take the point. It was very much like that first game where you'd say, look, Bad Bunnies. They struggled in the first 2. They were close in some aspects, couldn't get it done. But they can still get that point. They can still make it that 2-1. They can walk away with something. But on the other hand, I don't think the Rogue Squad, I don't think they're going to just let this one go away as we head over to Escort, of course. I think they'd very much like to have a 3-0 scoreline.
I think they would, for sure, to match our internet issue counter today, just to be perfectly thematical. But they took the first one, 2-0. They were 99s, though. The second one, 3-2. Again, close overtime fight. So there's not much in these team fights. Escort, we've got the choices between Route 66, Circuit Royale, and Junkertown. I wonder, Abe, is Rogue's Reckoners going to Junkertown? No way. Who could have foreseen this has?
Oh my god, that's crazy, dude. What the hell, man? That's crazy. That's insanity. I would never have picked. I am bemused, befuddled, just shocked. Shocked in all ways possible.
It makes no sense. I don't understand. Like, do they play Junker Queen or something? Yes, exactly. Makes no sense. Why would they play this? But, yes, Junker Queen. Yes, Junkertown. Yes, Rogue's going to just be pressing W on their home territory. But the sightlines, they have changed the map in the last few months. Makes it a bit better for the defending team on the first point. But Shin's going to be looking for those opening picks on the Widow, while Rogue is just going to be gluing down their W key. So, either you kind of, what do you deal with? You stand in the open to fight Rogue, you don't buy a Shin. Tough spot. I do think Finch Fries are going to put up as much, if not more, of a competitive fight, because those last maps were close. And we saw Finch, great Mercy player, still swapping onto the Kiri, still swapping around those support roles purely to shut down the tank in terms of antis, in terms of cleansers, stuff like that. We're seeing a lot of air characters from Vestige and Benji, which there's not much safety in those skyboxes. There's not much to dart around. And if Shin is 45 business days away with a scope on your head, there's not much you can do about that. So maybe it's time we see Finch Fries, maybe Vestige or Benji, I'm calling you out directly, maybe we see them go Genji to deal with Shin's Widow rather than Shin being on the Genji. Let's get 2 Genjis. Let's get 2 angry Japaneses in day 1. Please. You can't outdo me. It's not going to happen. No, Genji. We need more Genji.
Look, I'm just going to put it out there. Look, Benji and Kivanchyy, look, you've got TTV in your name. If you've got TTV in your name, you've got to win at least once. Otherwise, I feel like if you're getting 3-0 stomped on the main stream, I think you got to get rid of them. No, it's just, it's a harsh reality that I'm putting down to them, but I think it's got to happen because it's just not good enough. If you're going to put yourself out there with that TTV, Amazon, such a small company with barely any money, and you disrespect them on Twitch.tv with performances like this, I don't think it's good. I think they've got to go. I think they've got to go.
I agree, but I don't think Bezos has any power in the outback of Junkertown. I think this is a reckoning for Rogue right here. Kivanchyy on the Roadhog. Let's go. Vestige is matching PB's Junkrat. I feel like the second Vestige jumps in the air with a mine, Shin's going to take him out. Oh, Finch!
Oh! The sniper! You don't even need us. You don't need to change anything. Just get Finch. Just throw a few little bits over. Bang, bang, bang. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. That's the end of that first fight there, and they can just start rolling forward. So Finch Fries, they change a couple of things, but they can finally get some momentum rolling on the first one here. I'm waiting for the Junker fight happening.
Oh,
And it's hit
trap.
with the first one. The trap there, but PB does find Benji again. He's the Junkrat specialist of killing everyone in the air. Loving life, and Vestige is gone. And I'm going to be honest, like, now Vestige is a decent DPS, but playing up against PB Games Junkrat, I feel like it's, you know, it's that meme where it's the hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. It's a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, it's a Spider-Man pointing at each other, but one was drawn with a crayon in the last 4 seconds. Not quite equal. Finch taking out Rogue. Whoever said Mercy VTubers can't aim? Finch is hitting headshots left and right on the Yuriko. So good to see. Kivanchyy on that Roadhog. That's just so brutal. Just hooking. You hook Rogue and then you just anti them from Hinterland. It's so dangerous. Vestige is looking for it. Oh, PB ran away.
He's chasing it, but he might be in trouble himself. Shin from behind doing some damage, but they could be in trouble as well this one. They're actually keeping it around at the moment. Fidge, I don't know if they remember that they're a DPS or a healer, because they seem to be the one who's doing all the damage at the moment. The cart is almost at the end here, but Rogue will be pulled down to this one. Antied on top of it. Finch fries. They've got a perfect way to finish this one off. Benji's hitting some shots in the air. Rogue still staying up. Benji will get the final one. Finch and Vestige with those. Shin does get one. They're going to contest as they can, but it won't be for long enough, and that will be the first point done in pretty good time as well. Finch fries, they're coming out and they're dominating so far on Junkertown, which is Rogue's pick. I mean, this is Junker Queen. It's not happening so far.
Look at him having a dance around the fire. just some camaraderie, having a marshmallow. Love to see it. I think this is just coming down to the Kirikos. It's just a Kiriko battle. It's whoever cleanses first loses. It's like a game of chicken. Oh, you're lucky that Junker Queen is a thick mama. Didn't get pulled around there.
And then, PB and Rogue on top of that one there. Man, I'm just saying this, old Road Hook, as broken as it was, it would have got it all the way around. It would have been completely fair. Rogue is chasing this. They don't want this road living, but it could come back to haunt them. Not quite. Kivanchyy, unfortunately, it's a little bit of a waste. Finch fries are stopped for that one. Keep
I
rolling
think
on that side there.
That was just an assertion of dominance. I wonder if they're going to swap. No, they are staying on the Roadhog. Okay. I thought they might have been swapping there, but no. This is... You're playing with fire here, guys. So many cooldowns out from Reckoners. PB coming in with a tie is probably going to find one or two. There's one. The cooldowns from the supports were gone there early, so Kivanchyy picks up Shin. PB getting another one.
They are. Apologies, I've got someone asking for my car keys the opposite side of the room, but I was looking for them while that was all going on. But Benji, in the meantime, has gotten those picks, and the Finch fries again. They start to move this cart forward, doing the job they need to. Hinterland on that Anna. I think the nade's actually gone way too deep past the stairs on the other side. They'll stick together on this one, as it will be Rogan's Reckless getting themselves back grouped up together. This fight basically deciding the second point at the current time. You can see a couple of those ults coming out from those sides. Steffi's going to respond, and Shin onto Vestige. They're deleted from the fight before it even begins. Ooh. And the tire, it looked good. It seemed to be in a perfect position, but it doesn't find the damage.
Yeah, it's just the cleanses. It's just everything's coming down to the cleanses. You got to get out of there, Steffi. Nano Hog, unlucky Juno. They're pushing a lot of the cart, Finch fries, and they're probably going to be able to take the second point here.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to come back in time. They're thinking about it. Actually, they should get there. He's emoting. Could come back to haunt him a little as they get on this one. It will be put off there with the Tracer. Pulse coming out on the other side, and Shin's got Kivanchyy, and oh dear, the emoting. Well, if you're going to do it, if you're going to BM, you got to make sure you can back it up, and it wasn't in that fight. Oregon's stopped them in their tracks. Benji is just, waiting for his death as we reset.
Benji v PB. PB's got the upper hand here, even though they're a lower ground-based character. I can't believe they won that. They backed themselves with the Junker Queen and the Tracer ult. Shin is building Pulse Bomb so fast, missing the last two. What a hook. Is people going to survive this?
I think he just gets out. Yeah, the cleansers are doing their job. Kivanchyy can still keep this one going forward. Having some good work here on The Roadhog again, the pull in, and that should be enough. And Rogalind's gone. Junker Queen taken off her map for the time being. Another fantastic hook. The second's almost there to cleanse and the teleport away. They have to use absolutely everything to stay alive there, Steffi. And they might not be there alive for very long. I should say it was Jay. The Junker is coming out from PB, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. They should be able to get this one forward here, Finch Fries. And with 50-odd seconds left on this one here, they've got a chance for 3.
They do. 2 minutes 20 to push it all the way to the end. Hinterland almost has their nano online. Nothing in the bag for Rogalind's Reckoners. But why do you need ultimates when you're playing the best character in the game? Shin on the Genji. That is kind of tricky into a cleanse, a Roadhog, an anti, a nade. But you know what? You get counted no matter what you're versing on Genji. So let's go Shin, I believe.
He's trying something different again. These hooks have been fantastic. And the anti, oh, the sleep there saves them. Kivanchyy, though, on the other side has been nano boosted, getting some damage in, pushing them forward, trying to keep themselves alive. Steffi doing an incredible job. It's not going to be enough, though. Jay falls as well. Shin has got one on the Genji, and PB joins him. Shin with another. He's doing the work here. It might be enough just to delay them for the time being, staying alive. And while he might be counted on a few of these picks, he's actually survived the fight while he's fallen away. He's done a massive job there because Finch Fries, they can easily get this one rolling a bit further. They could have got it further. Like, oh my god, these hooks!
Oh, Rogue is getting super lucky to survive this. The cleansers are helping massively. Taking out Finch, that's a good pick.
Yeah, that's big. Minute left on the clock. They'll have to fall away off this one. You can see Vestige with the tire. It's in a bit of an awkward point here because they don't want to get it too far forward. Could still find Rogue, though. That's the one they wanted. And now the problem comes in together, especially if you lose your junk close up on the other side. Kivanchyy is again pushing forward on this one. They are getting great momentum, great spacing, and they keep this one ticking forward. 44 seconds, and the hook again! Shit is taken out of midair. Hinterland gets the final blow on top of it, and that might be enough there. The antis, Kivanchyy, along with Hinterland, this whole squad, the Junker traps, doing it all, and it looks like Finch Fries, they get pushed all the way with time, but they might just have done enough here. Everyone falling around the other side, unless this blade, it might be able to find something. It gets nothing. 17 seconds to spare. Finch Fries make it all the way to the end.
Yeah, they do. It was close, though. It was close. It was all Kivanchyy. It was all Kivanchyy. Rogue's Reckoners are just trapped in Vestige's Junkrat traps, CC, and then immediately getting hooked around a corner into the pig pen. It's just brutal. If Kivanchyy didn't hit that insane hook on the Genji on the high ground, Shin was about to blade. Didn't get it off. Had to use it to come back and touch the point 1v5. Didn't get it off. That was all Kivanchy's hook. Rogue, very aggressive and getting good picks. That pick on Finch is super good. You just got to be careful not to get it traded back because that anti-hook Junkrat, it just deletes you instantly. If you get trapped or hooked, that half second of being stunned in an animation, all the damage comes in. So aggression, but it's got to be patient. It's got to be like disciplined aggression. Get a pick and then you play the numbers advantage. If you keep going for more, and I can't talk here, I feed my brains out. I never back out. I understand. But that's what's going to turn these fights. If you have the numbers advantage, you have to hold it because they could have held them there on 2 points. Unfortunately, Finch Fries on the back of Kivanchy's amazing hooks does get 3. It's going to be very interesting. I think this is literally just down to the cleansers. This is just down to the cleansers, the antis. If you use your cleanse for a hook, you don't have the cleanse for the anti. If you use your cleanse for a trap, you don't have your cleanse for a hook. It's just the cleansers. Once that first cleanse is out, then the chaos just explodes.
And that's what we're here to see, the chaos of what happens before us. And again, Vestige, well, he's a little low the first on Kivanchyy again. Well, I've got to say, I called them out at the start of this, themselves and Benji, about the TTVs. Like, you've got to step it up. And I'll be honest, they've done just that. PB gets one, but Kivanchyy another pick. This one onto Rogue. Steffi does get Vestige, but they've managed to keep this in a 3v3 situation. Should allow the Finch Fries just to fall back a little more off this one. So Rogalins will get at least a push on the cart. The other's going to be trapped on the other side, but PB gone. He tries to get deep. He tries to do work, and Benji deletes them there, so leaves it in the 4v5. Still trying to take these close fights, but then Benji's gone. It's just trade for trade for trade.
Yeah, Benji's got the better of PB in these 1v1s in the last couple. Unfortunately, Shin has just been hooked by Kivanchyy. You gotta be so careful. Once that turret form is out from the Bastion, you're so vulnerable to being hooked. Just gotta be super careful. Kivanchyy just playing the corner, being smart. Shin does almost have their Bastion ultimate online, which is crazy. It's so much further ahead than any other player on the server. Besides Finch, 80% to the Kasuni rush.
Shin, Vestige taken out, so Bastion v Bastion will be the winning one there. And then Shin, the ultimate. Oh, beautifully done onto Hinterland. They could not get out of that. And now that allows a bit more of momentum here for the side of Rogueland's Reckoners. Start to get a bit more spacing as they've left around pushing on the side here. Finch Fries, they want to get out, but it's not going to happen, and they are in so much trouble here. They're diving down, trying to save each other. Vestige does get shit at the very late. In fact, he gets two. How on earth has he managed to get away with that? PB, though, and Rogueland trade those out. And they got some initial stops, but the Reckoners, they do the job here. And they will have plenty of time as PB gets rid of Hinterland. And with that, it's going to be a late spawn, so they've got plenty of time to get this cart moving.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate from Finch Fries. If Finch had have just got out there, they could have came back and fried the opponent, but unfortunately they got picked, didn't Kitsune rush, and they were the one that got cooked. Unlucky. Purple Jay does have the nano, probably going on to Rogue or Shin maybe. We do have Vestige's Bastion ult in response as well, maybe trying to look for Purple Jay's Ana.
They might be. Rogue again pulled in. The Hook's doing that initial one. Vestige, the Bastion barrage from above. Doesn't find the kill. Spreads a few of the others around there on that other side. And now the tire coming out here. It's looking good. High flying from PB. The movement side there lands on top of Vestige. And they get that pick. Still left in pretty even numbers, though. Have to be careful about what's coming on the other side. And Benji doing some good damage. Shin waiting around the corner. It's just a bit of a standstill at the moment.
Yeah, Kivanchy's got that whole hog as well to shut down any aggression that comes in. Benji's going to be looking for a flank with that barrage. Oh, good hook onto the Ana. Surviving. No. Purple J taken out.
And that is a big pick right there, as it's going to pop some other ults on the close side. So with Jay going down, they want to go this one, but Rogue again, they are stopped in their tracks, but they do enough there with the ultimate before the hook came into the process, and it will allow them to pick up a double. Shin PB damage is there, and I don't know if Benji's really going to have the opportunity to contest this, probably waiting. So Rogueland's Reckoners, they lost the 3 on the immediate one, but they are doing this one, and they have some time on their hands at the moment.
Yeah, and no ults on the cart. Last point here from Rogue, not risking that, just capping the second point. 4 minutes to attack, much more than Finch Fries had. Really good ult there from Rogue, waiting out the cleanse, waiting out the hook, waiting out the grenade, everything really good there. Shin and Vestige are battling on this Bastion, not getting much from Benji's ult, unfortunately. Yeah,
and that's going to make things very difficult now for Finch Fries. This is the problem they have. They've got a couple of ults coming up, so they probably have those together. Benji's... There's been a lot of dots shared from both teams. I don't think he's ever met a Jug who either is brain dead, but both tactically just destroying him in the air. It's definitely something you'd never think you see as a Pharaoh. It's happening at the moment. Kivanchyy does get Rogue, but not before there was a trade there from the Junk to keep in the 4v4. Ults falling on the side for more. Kivanchyy, this is exactly what they were looking for here, Finch Fries. They finally get that little bit of a stop. They'll force Rogueland's Reckoners back off it from this one. But they've still got plenty of time, and those ults, they're about to have 4 coming online here.
They are, and Kivanchy's Zarya is so good. They're building Grav in one team fight. It's unbelievable, and we know how well they did against Rogue's Junker Queen last time they picked this character. So great swap from Kivanchyy. Gonna have Grav to shut down this push. 3 minutes. Rogue have to attack you.
No Vestige almost taken out, but staying alive for the time being. PV's got his ult with the other ones there. The Zarya pull comes in, and Kivanchyy and Mr. Vestige do the damage. And that hurts Rogueland's on the other side, because they did invest 2 ultimates into that one to no avail. So massive team fight there for Finch Fries. Kivanchyy again paired with Vestige doing major damage. They're looking the goods so far on this last hold here.
Yeah, had to use both their support ults on Rogalind's Reckoners, but Kivanchyy investing the grab. Already back up to 20%. PB is going to get a pick for sure. I don't think we've seen the miss a tie. On the air character, yes! Benji's down. Unlucky, mate.
Oh no. Oh no, it's there for Benji. He could see it, but he could do nothing about it. Sombra in the backline's hacking as well. The big double kills they were trying to find. And with rolling into Kivanchyy, this might be the last sort of hold they can hope for here. Need to get these spawns back. Just wait around the other side. Someone is going to have to touch it at the very latest here just to keep this one going. Detection on that one. Oh, Shin's in a little bit of trouble, but they will be partnered up there with Rogue to do enough. And Shin with 2 big kills. That should finish it off here by round 2. But it is 2:19 on the clock. It only takes 1 hit sometimes to get things done. So, we're tied there, and we do have overtime remaining. I assume we do. I guess we just came back to us because, you know, you might have missed our pretty faces, which completely fair, understandable. I know that me and Zero are just the ones there. But we're getting some tech issues fixed up, which is good because for you, the viewer, that means that you get to experience everything in a better capacity, which is exactly what we want. Everyone to have fun and less OCE moments, because we've had a couple so far.
I think the players in the game wouldn't mind if the frames were a bit worse, so you don't have to see the hook anti-trap CC. You don't have to see it. You just get a PowerPoint presentation and then you respawn. You don't have to actually suffer through the pain. Because these cooldowns, the antis, the sleeps, the cleanses, the hooks, the pens, they've been so important. So important to catch a straggler, to catch someone out of position, and then the team just collapses. So Finch Fries there, they have to defend with a minute, and Rogue Reckoners have got 2 minutes. So that is actually a big difference. I think it was 2 minutes, 17 seconds. That is a big difference. That minute 17 difference can be enough time to build your ultimates up. And that could actually turn the fight. You just need to win that one fight here at the start, and then you can cap the first point. So Finch Fries, a minute on the clock, sticking to the same characters. Benji still on the Pharah. Vestige on the Soldier. Shin on the Widowmaker, looking to get an early pick and shut down his first attack.
That's what they're aiming to do off this one here. Everyone coming together off that one. Benji up in the air there. No, or at least a couple of them are sitting at the moment. Kivanchyy and Mr. Vestige. Big openers there. Oh my god, PB, stop it! You can't. Oh my lord, it's bullying at this point.
You just hear something behind you, turn around, and there's a flying rat. Unlucky. Shin punching Vestige, maybe a bit too close. Vestige got there, but good opening from Finch Fries. Some cart progress, some picks. They've got Rogue on the back foot now.
That they do. So decent enough stuff there. Rogue at least able to get those last couple just to keep it with the 3v3 fights. They went rolling completely on the other side. And now they still have to worry about that Widow Benji. Or maybe they don't have to worry about it. They have to worry about the flying rat that's probably going to be coming in at some point. The shots coming out from the Widow doing nice here from Shit as well. Damage there across the board. Everyone staying alive for the time being. Again, just keeping them guessing out in the open. You got to be so careful. Hinterland pays the price. Rogue finds one as Vestige sends the rockets flying into Shin's face. That was like frame perfect switch away as they were dealt with there. PB gets one back. Steffi as well. They're doing enough, and I think that might be enough for the first one in overtime to just about complete it, and they will. Payload done. And they will. They get momentum. They get 4. They don't get to 4. So they need a massive 2-minute hold here.
Yeah, Finch Fries got the opening picks there, but Rogue's Reckoners backed off. They were patient. They backed off. They knew this last point. Shin's got those sight lines until the Helix comes in from Vestige. Great shot there. But they backed off, and then they recontested as 5 with the walls from Shin there. So we haven't seen that on the side of Finch Fries. When they've been down, they've been kind of stuck between, do we just commit and invest, or do we back off? We need to see Finch Fries do the exact same thing. If they lose an early pick here on defense, back off, regroup, do the same playbook that Rogue Reckoners was doing there, because it worked very well. Benji's still on the Pharah. Very difficult from the supports from Hinterland and Finch. No mercy. Finch off of the mercy onto this Kiriko for the majority of this game, purely because of the cleanse and purely because of Rogue's commanding shout and rampage. So we haven't seen the mercy, which means Benji doesn't have that pocket, which means it's a bit tricky if you're flying in the air, especially with PB on the hit scan Junkrat and Shin matching the Pharah to opening, not opening the Widow. They do have 2 minutes and 19 seconds. So they got some time to play around, but I would have thought we'd see a Widow opening. But no, the mercy pocket from Purple J.
Keep these fights extended, keep them stalled, try and find that pick and switch things from there, but Finch is going down off that one. And now this is hard, because do you continue with this fight or do you fall off and regroup? Because then you've almost got like one fight left in you. You can't lose anyone else from the other side. Such a hard situation to be on as Finch, as they've fallen away from the point with that on both ends, trying to keep this one momentum flying either way. Again, they'll sort of re-engage. They can't allow them to get caught off on that one there. I don't know about this. This is fantastic. I'm playing 2 times. All back up. The contestants coming back through. They continue to roll forward. Rogue with that first one there. The push here, but Shin's gone. Vistige finds that one. Purple J does get the revive. But while what happens, Benji is done. Shin in the air. Oh, it was almost massive there. And Vistige looks like they might have done enough. Hinterland PB. No one can quite find it right now. PB, the shots in the junk. Oh, PB! 2 big kills. Hinterland survives though. They're still holding this one down. A minute left to go.
That's just such good prediction there from PB. Finch swaps straight onto the Moira after that first pick. Rogue is in very aggressive here without their team. Don't want to get picked deep. You've got a minute left. You can have another fight, but got to be careful. Going in really deep.
Oh, Rogue, they're gone as well. Vistige grabs them, but at the same time, they got Hinterland, so you got to take each for each. And Kivanchyy, that's big. That's gone. And PV could finish it right here with a tire. Vistige done. Steffi, everyone's left on the card, and I don't think anyone will get back in time. And Rogueland's Reckoners, they were pushed as much as they were on the 3 maps, but they still come out victors, and it is a clean sweep over Finch Fries.
Yeah, great job. Great job, Rogue Reckoners. Taking it home on the home turf, on Junkertown with the Junker Queen. Just perfect storybook ending. This hook is so important on this last fight. Just gave him so much free space. Shin's being a menace on the Genji in the background, but Kivanchyy just gets 3 there. Like, the Roadhog was brutal. It was brutal, that map.
It was. I also saw just before we switched over there that it was 2-1 put on the scoreboard. I mean, Finch Fries, they were trying to be given that one, so doesn't actually work that way. But guys, that was Rogueland's Reckoners and Finch Fries in the 3-0 fac, and Rogueland take that in a big, big win for them. And we are going to go to a big, what do you call it? Small break. When we return, we've got more Diabolical draft action. Don't go anywhere.
The funny thing is that you got set up by Ape. Because you'll both be swapping your players.
No!
Wait,
What?
Hang on,
What?
I'm gonna play it safe and take my first pick of Ashanyx because they're still on the
I'm
board.
so pissed. I'm so
I'm
pissed.
so annoyed.
That's my wife, bro. That's my wife.
It was so close to being my turn again.
There you down. Finch, who is your third
yes.
selection? Or are you pulling a wild card?
Wildcard.
There's a person in chat that keeps saying me, I'm pretty good. Mine's pretty decent too. That she loves me. There's a couple other things in there. What's her name? Looks like Effie B or something like that.
And that is
I think
minus
I picked,
55.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. Do not worry. I'm financially stable. I've planned this perfectly.
Yeah.
$0 left over. I'm maximizing.
There's got to be some underrated silvers in this list somewhere that I don't know about.
Welcome back, everybody. What games those have been going so far. I've been honestly shocked with the outcome with some of these. Though, with that said, we do have a couple of more. By the way, Raiders, welcome in to the Diabolical Draft. Now, of course, we still do have another game to go through. Actually, another 2 games to go through, and it's going to be an absolutely wonderful time. Though, we are going to give it just a minute before we start falling into the interviews, as well as the newer teams that are about to come up. So, with these ones right over here, obviously we do see, if you guys have just joined into the stream currently with the Diabolical Draft, we have already gone through Bad Bunnies versus Joe Baddies, Roglin Reckoners, and Finch Fries. Now, Roglin obviously taking the win, Her Majesty absolutely destroying Finch Fries with that one. They are still here for the good vibes, though, and we do appreciate them coming through. Joe Baddies and Bad Bunnies also having a pretty tight game. Obviously, Joe Baddies pulling up at the beginning, but Bad Bunnies wasn't going to give them the last round. So it has been a good time so far. With that said, everyone that's been in the game so far, at least with their team captains, have noted that they're here for the good time and the good vibes. But I'm interested to see how Zen and Buzz's teams come up next with Gamble Responsibly and Buzz's Barbies. Mind you, both of these guys being absolute strategists, either making content doing strategy or currently working in the sphere of doing observing and that kind of work. I am really keen to see how they get through the next couple of games. Guys, we're going to jump straight into the interviews with these guys, if you guys are ready for it. Sure thing. Just hearing from production here. Let's go ahead and jump into the teams. In that case, we'll go ahead and start off with Zen's team. Here
How you doing, everybody watching the Diabolical Draft? My name's Liger. I am here today with Captain Zen's team, aka Gamble Responsibly. I've got them here for a little cheeky interview here today in your break time during the Diabolical Draft. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast so far today. Now, I've got some questions for the team, but first and foremost, I'd like you all to introduce yourselves, starting off with the captain. How you doing, Zen?
I'm doing wonderful. My team better be doing wonderful, or they're not getting fed.
All right, that's good, that's good. We also got with us Drmeme.
Oh, my mic was muted. Hello.
We've got Artemis here.
Hello. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're enjoying
Doing
it
good.
so far. I really want to be fed.
Okay, and then we got Fidwinz, of course, the hard carry. Let's go.
I am also hoping to be fed.
What happened to Forever? Where's Forever?
Alright, my fault, man. My mum walked in and started yapping.
Hey, we're keeping it in the edit. We're keeping it in. All right. Perfect. All right. First question for the squad. What team in the draft is your biggest op?
All of them.
Yeah, I think it's like, I don't think there's like one biggest op. It's just like, I guess just a bunch of free farm, to be honest, a bunch of free low.
Yeah,
I mean,
these hands are ready to eat for everyone.
Yeah, I think I kind of had to look through all these teams again. The only real team that we probably are just gonna like take our time just slaughtering is probably Zaz's team. Yeah, we're gonna do a massive spawn camp on half their players and still win the game. So that's kind of how it's going at the moment.
Drmeme.
Yo.
What are you a doctor of?
Nothing. Literally nothing.
Come on now.
He
Gotta have
just lies.
something.
A doctor of lying. Yeah.
A lying? Okay.
A doctor of deception.
Yeah.
It's very diabolical of you. I see how it is. Now I want to know, Forever, what kind of gameplay are we going to see from you? What is your goal this event?
Content. Just pure content.
Quick question now for Artemis. They say you are the one who hunts. Who are you hunting this event specifically?
Ooh, that's tough. You know what? I've got my eyes set on 2 people right now, Ryoto and PB, but mainly Ryoto, because I like killing bastions.
Question for Fiones.
Yes.
How do you feel playing with your team so far?
I feel good. I feel very nervous. You know, obviously I'm very good at the game, and that displays in my rank. But
Holy.
no, kidding. I just hope that I can keep up. Honestly, I'm happy to be here.
Any final messages you'd love to send to the viewers at home, to your fellow competitors today during the Diabolical Draft?
First of all, follow Liger.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll probably say if you're supporting any of the other teams, just stop. Depending on when you're watching this, if it's day 1, quickly swap and just support us. Like, your favorite team is not making it past round 1 tomorrow. So I hope you can just enjoy watching us play and nobody else.
All right, you heard it here from Gamble Responsibly. Let's see if they've taken the right gamble in their training leading up to the week for the Diabolical draft. Back to you. To myself, probably. What up, everybody watching the amazing Diabolical draft today? I would like to introduce you to Buzz's Barbies. What's going on, team?
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Love it, love it, love it. Perfectly timed intro. Love to see it from Buzz's Barbies. Hope you're doing well today. Now let's get into it. First question I want to know, Buzz, are you enough of a captain to lead this team to victory in the Diabolical draft?
I am Ken everything.
That's it? That's all you got to say?
That's it.
That's it. And that's enough right there. Eshri, got a question for you. I want to know, who is your biggest op in this event and how are you going to handle them?
Oh my god. I have so many enemies though, like how can you put it down to one? Purely going to go to Fluke because I'm just simply over Chobani. I'm sick of hearing about Yukit. So if anybody's getting targeted, it's him.
I want to know, Peapod, how do you feel walking into this as the only console player?
It's good. I feel like, I mean, there's no aim assist. I can confidently say there's no aim assist. I'm used to it by now, you know. I'll let my team know if my controller's dead.
We'll find out pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, we will.
Punch, who would you say is the most diabolical player on your team?
I'm gonna say Ashery.
Ooh.
During our testing phases of certain comps, we've had some incredible players coming from Ashery here.
There's been a lot of horse out of frustration, let's be real.
True.
Love to see
Still
it.
cooking though.
It's Barbie's pony getting pulled out quite a lot.
Oh, literally.
Ash, if you were given control of your ops dreams, that's right, anyone in this tournament, pick anyone you want, what nightmare would you give them every night leading up to the Diabolical draft?
Ooh. Stepping on a Lego. But like lots of Lego. Like the floor is just Lego forever.
That is diabolical. That's quite evil.
I have one for this question.
Yeah?
I hope they stub their toe, and just before it heals, they stub it again.
Ooh. If people just have like the dreams about their teeth falling out constantly, that would do quite nicely.
You're all crazy. You're all diabolical.
Hi, Barbie.
If someone just dropped something and then struggled to pick it up for like the next like 2 minutes, just struggling. There's no coming back from it, and you're in front of other people, and you know you're just like standing there and you're trying to pick up this thing, and you keep on looking up and you nervously laugh, and you're like, and then you keep on trying to pick it up and you just can't pick it up. I hope that happens to someone.
I hope your shoelace randomly gets untied.
I was going to ask if you had any last words to the viewers at home or your fellow competitors, but I think you got it out of the way, so take it away. The stage is yours. What are you going to say?
Heck the other
Barbie.
team.
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
You have two team captains here that have been in the competitive scene for the longest time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on Buzz and Zen. Buzz obviously having now experience since 2018 in playing in competitive brackets, and Zen entering as close as 2020. But guys, these guys are strategists, these guys are smart, and these guys are going to give us a game and a half. Both of you actually ended up using, unexpected to me, wildcards. Tell me a little bit about that, Buzz.
Honestly, I had the budget for it. I had a full team decked out, and I was doing pretty well with like getting who I wanted. And then it got to when the wildcards were just cheaper and worth it, and I just kind of threw my team build out the window and got another great team build. So I don't know, it played out well. We've got a sick, fun team, and I love it.
And honestly, yeah, like, look, the chemistry between the teams so far, even jumping in just before the stream started here, everybody's immediately greeting each other with, "Hey, Barbie." I'm actually really, really keen to see what you guys can do.
Hi,
here.
Barbie.
Hi, Barbie. Zen, I'm gonna pass it off to you, man. Now, you've had a bit of a rough time when you were picking your team, but from what I've heard, you're pretty happy with it so far. What's the training been like? The communication, how's that been going for you?
Yeah, look, so kind of everyone already knows by now the wild card. I was kind of just broke. I had no other option, and coincidentally enough, not that it's been too much of a problem. I ended up getting the only negative value wild card out of all the teams. So when there's like some background, sus stuff going on that people just want me to lose, like I'm not gonna point fingers at anyone, but my roommate might have had something to do with me just like my downfall.
I actually have a question. No,
Yeah.
Zen, I want to know something.
Yeah,
Were
what's up?
you trying, because when you were building, I thought, wait a second, I think Zen just won the draft. Because when you played the 2 high picks earlier, I was like, wait, you're going to pick 2 high picks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then does that mean you're going to have enough left over to wildcard? I was waiting for it. And then you spent way too much on the second and didn't have enough to wild. I was so confused. I was like, wait, did you play the big brain game and that something went wrong along the way? I was confused.
No, essentially, the night before when I drafted 5 potential drafts and did all this math, I just misread the entire spreadsheet for one player in particular. For some reason, I thought a gold player was 21 cost, even though no one on the draft was 21. And after I built my team with Drmeme and Forever, I was like, okay, I've got enough for Fee, who's 10, and I'm going to have exactly 21 left over to get, at the time, I was going to get Rebel. And then I looked at the thing and I was like, Rebel is 27, not 21. So my whole draft is now cooked. And then I was like, well, I'm either... I was just cooked at that point. And then I was like, well, I'm just going to take the wild card because my finances literally don't allow for me to do anything else. And yeah, we saw how that turned out. And I just,
Well, it's a bit rough, but hey, game's the game. You run it either way. I know you're driven no matter what. Buzz, I don't think you're in any financial problems right now. You've got a lot of people in chat that will probably pay for your dinner tonight. So, any last words to your fellow captain? Any final
my
words you want to say to each
fellow
other?
previous captain, if he can't read numbers, he can't read our plays in the next game.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. No, don't love Harvey, bro. There's no love on this stage now, bro. There's no love. Look, all I want to say is, well, we're teammates in the past. If you win today, it's purely just because of our strat. We've been cooking a solid 2 losses in a row. Don't be surprised if there's a third. It's all because tomorrow we're actually going to play our proper comps. Everyone's locked in. People are going to cheat. No one's cheating actually, but Drmeme was told that he wasn't going to get dinner if we beat Chana, so we had to lose game 1. And Dixon said he was going to give us codes for next season, so we kind of just had to like...
Even
pump
then,
the
this
brakes
is
a little bit.
canonically correct. You actually did say this right on the draft pick where you said, I've already predicted a lower bracket, and then we go straight forward. So I don't know. It seems like the predictions are staying forward. I am kind of keen to see this comeback, though.
Yeah, just tomorrow, everyone, I'm telling you, the stock price is down right now because of how we're playing today, but I tell you, insider trading, that thing is hitting max tomorrow. So everyone just stop supporting whatever team you're supporting and jump on gamble responsibly. And gamble responsibly.
Buy low,
so.
buy low, buy low.
I'm not promoting gambling on my
Buy
stream.
high, sell low. Buy high,
Do
sell
not gamble.
low.
Do not gamble.
Do
All
not
right.
gamble.
Oh no.
That's Buzz, Buzz and Zen for you. That is going to be, guys, good luck with your games. Make sure to work well with your teams here. We're going to be looking at, honestly, what's going to be, like, so far, the least dramatic team there, but I'm keen to see how they play. I wonder if they're going to be playing closer as a team rather than those 1v1s that we've been seeing a lot of. But
I'm going to be real.
The only way that we're going to... Oh, yeah.
We're about to witness what we call the people's finale.
Yes.
There is fire between these captains. There is fire between these teams. They want a win. They haven't won today. They want a win.
And we want hunger like that in our games. Obviously, the only people that we can possibly go towards to commentate this kind of hunger is our beautiful casters that are hosting us today and making sure that they're playing talking about each play. Guys,
definitely.
Who's keen to see the next matchup?
Oh, wait a minute. Where's
our boy
Slim?
gone?
What's going on?
Scary Bear, what have you done to him?
Drop him, mate. Where's he at? Well, that's all right. Now, what I want to know right now, everybody in the chat, how are you going with your predictions so far? Huh? How are you going with your predictions so far, chat? Have you been reading the room? Have you been paying attention and getting some channel points going off? That's what I want to know right here.
I feel like
what I want to know.
In this situation, you almost want to play gamble responsibly as the underdogs, no? Out of the two? Do you see that as the same thing, Scary? Despite like having such a brilliant pick off the bat, obviously they have a really high ranking DPS, actually 2 DPS characters and Zen playing support here. Do you find them to be the underdogs of the competition in this like sphere with this matchup?
I don't know if I'm brave enough to pick an underdog out of these 2 teams because there's fantastic players on both of them, and we've heard some of the confidence in the interviews. But gambling responsibly, if you bet your channel points on gamble responsibly to win and they lose, did you gamble responsibly?
It's a good point, guys. You don't want to be caught out like that. It's going to be on display for everyone, all right? You got a little number next to your name. We're going to be watching who isn't gambling responsibly with this next game that's coming up here. I mean, even then, when it comes to going back and forth between them, it seems like Zen obviously wants to go more for the long haul in terms of their winning strategy, rather than focusing it all on one game. What do you generally think about that?
It's a good idea, but it might be, you know, can't see the forest for the trees. You know, you're looking at like where you're going to go tomorrow. What am I going to do in the grand final? How am I going to celebrate? What sort of cheer am I going to do? What sort of Fortnite emote am I going to do in my interview? But you still have a game to play in 5 minutes. We're hearing a lot of talking, and I want to see that put on paper. I want to see it. I think if Gamble Responsibly lose, they have to change their name to Gamble Irresponsibly in honor of all the channel points that have been lost.
Hold on. Hold on.
Man.
The prediction is insane right now. The channel points prediction is 150k chips to gamble responsibly. And Buzz's Bob is with only 5k. Those odds are insane. Wait a minute.
Oh!
I was just waiting for the cards.
Wait a minute. Has sleeping with the Among Us?
Reading.
You're reading.
Hey, keeping the mind stimulated while also relaxing. Don't worry,
You know
I'm going to be chipper and ready for the next series. Don't you worry about that.
Well, in that case, I suppose it's all up to Scary to commentate this one all on his own right now. Haz is having his little Betty by his nap time.
All right, I'll get moving. It's fine.
Come on, we got a job to do. Let's go.
Great.
Back on. I think it's time we hand it over to the casters, Aaron.
Absolutely.
Let's let him take over.
Guys, take it away.
Let him run it. Take it away.
All right. Let's get into it. Haz has had a quick nap, is all refreshed, been reading books on strategy, on the art of war, on stock odds and gambling. What have you learned, Haz? Anything for the next game upcoming, or just a rest?
Well, I've learned gambling-wise that you're just one big win away from doubling all your money. So, look, you could lose it, but you could also double it up. Big cash is on the line, and if you get that big W, you know, it's that image where the diamonds, that guy is going for the diamonds. He's so close, but he stops at that gamble. Remember, 99% of gamblers, they quit before they hit big, guys. They quit before they hit big. And that's what we're going to be seeing a lot of in this game record. Big gambles. But someone's got to commit to it. Someone's got to pull through and come out with a win. And I can't wait to see which one it's going to be.
I don't know if I had in my 2024 bingo card gambling versus Barbie dolls on my bingo list, but I think you're right. I think this is gonna be explosive. We're gonna see if they put all their chips in and they actually walk away with some cash. The first map is Nepal, just like the first one we saw. No Oasis yet. Back on Nepal, and we've got some really strong players on both of these teams. We've got Eshri, who's on the tank role. We've also got Zen on the support role. We've got Ash on the support role, Buzz on the support role. We've got a whole lineup of players. I don't think this is going to be as chaotic as the last team we thought. I think there's a bit of ego in this. I think there's a bit of planning, a bit of seriousness. Maybe not that well disguised under the meme, but I think these teams are going to play pretty serious for this first one.
Look, they've just got to put out there what they can do and have a bit of a go. I will say, both these sides have not had a win yet. So, look, at some point, the memes have to come to a stop. You have to get yourselves on the ball. One of these teams is going to be 1 and 2, most likely. Who's it going to be? I guess we're just going to have to wait and find out. The elephant cam is presented on us, Nepal, and we are just seconds away from getting match number 3 here on stream underway.
We are. We see Dr. Meme on the Wrecking Ball to open with. Zenyatta on the Juno, Fee on the Baptiste. We have a matching Venture battle between Punch and Artemis. That's going to be interesting. Eshri on the Diva, going to be diving in, trying to attack them. We also have Forever on the Tracer, looking for some flanks. And we got Ash on the Moira.
Moira, Venture, Diva picks. It's a good switch of picks here. We're also seeing Ball for the first time on this one here, and it's Punch who delivers the killing blow to start this one off here for Buzz Barbies. They diff Artemarosa. Drmeme, though, does find himself a nice kill there. The Doctor's in bit.
Oh, no! Punch got a bit too big for the boots there.
Hey, you got to commit to the bit. You got to have a go. You got to get in there. You can't say they didn't.
Look, they threw them under the bus, but they ran their own fingers over.
Oh,
and just wrecking ball things we're seeing. Just wrecking ball things.
Oh, yeah. That's just the thing. Look, Wrecking Ball is one of those ones where half the time they're not going to fight with you. But the damage they can do around the edges is just enough for there. Abe's giving a bit of just, fun banter as well to Punch, saying, you know what, time to retire, old mate. You're done with this one. And he's gone again as well here as Punch deleted. Eshri is gone as well. The tanks are gone. Gamble responsibly. They take the point for the first time here as they start to tick it up. Damn. Having a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's spinning on point. I can't believe Drmeme built their ult that fast. That was crazy. Just instant mines as well. And Artemis getting payback on Punch. Although I think Punch got revenge for themselves with jumping off the map there. Eshri is going to have their Diva Bomb coming up soon. But a lot of mobility on Gamble responsibly. They're going to be able to just avoid it.
Yeah, well, you like to see that in chat as well. Forever OC, lover and hater. That's a good spread. 50-50 across the board. As this fight, well, it's currently 50-50, although Zen finding that onto Buzz is not too bad at all. Punch grabs one back, but not before Miss Roma grabs one, make it two. They are having a wonderful time right now. They're gambling and gaming responsibly across the board as they take the lead and start to build up a nice little advantage here. And Buzz Barbies, well, early fight win, but now they're in a bit of a struggle.
Man, Venture Juno comboing ults on Gamma responsibly, just so much damage. But Buzz Barbie, Peapod's going to be coming back with a Blizzard, which is going to be very useful on the point, get some space. Do have to watch out for Fee's lamp. Good slam there. That would have been a good time for a Blizzard.
Oh. And he also, just after that, almost, oh dear, oh no, Punch, you are getting dipped, Sunshine. Hang him up, but Eshri, oh hello, double Diva surprise. Follow it up with a beautiful Mayhold as well. Keeps him away from the point, and Buzz's Barbies looks like they've responded enough here. They're going to kill off the last of these stragglers. It's not the easiest thing in the world. And the timer keeps ticking up, so they're doing well just to delay, allow the others to come back. But surely now, it's just Ball. Should be done and dusted. Whether or not he dies, Drmeme, is another thing. He just leaves. He just really did take that. That's the great thing about Ball. You just leave. Get out of there.
Yeah, when you get under 500 health, you just gotta back off. It's so scary being that squishy. But these team fights are gonna go on for so long with the sustain from Drmeme, just spinning around on the point. 46% now for Buzz Barbies, opening up Fee with the Baptiste ult.
They are the window there presented, but oh, whoa, Punch! Hearing some of my words. Fioz is out of there. The Baptiste Dunzo and Buzz's Barbies now. They are the ones holding it together. Hello, Punch. Maybe retirement was a bit of a tad too soon to be calling on that one, as it will be Ashanyx to get rid of Zenyatta as well. And they are really starting to get this one. Looking at a 99 versus 99% that could be coming up here as they've won this fight. They're forcing the others back. And these are some stragglers. Oh, no. Ballone's gone. That's a problem. They try to get back in with a trade there to get this one fight a little bit back in their favor. But right now, Buzz's Barbies, they are controlling this. They are the closest to getting that 99%.
Yeah, Responsible are going to have to stagger in here to try to contest. Drmeme does have the Wrecking Ball ultimate on the point for Minefield, which is going to be really useful, but Punch is going to be able to shut down the space with the Venture ult.
which is what they exactly need right now. It's left into overtime here, but Drmeme with the first one. The ball, he does the classic. A piece of rope, swing around corners. Punch responds with one back on the other side, but forever, Drmeme doing the job. Punch is the one keeping them alive at the moment. Eshri, the Diva Bomb doesn't find anything, but they do manage to push them and the ball away from the fight for the first time there. It's a 3v2, but they're staying in this one, Buzz Barbies. They need a trade back. They need one more here, and they find it. Eshri alive. Their healers are just going to be back in time here for the fight. Everyone's jumping back in this one. No one wants to give it up. No! Gamble! You got off the point. What are you doing?
Oh, no. Bad luck. That was really good there from Drmeme. Taking out Peapod, but when they were 96 on their Blizzard, so they weren't able to use that for the overtime fight. Really, really good there. We also see Forever getting a lot of picks on that Tracer, just being a menace in the back line. But Eshri actually Diva Matrixed one of their pulse bombs, maybe saving a support. So there's a lot of fast-paced chess pieces, just like crash test dummies sprinting into walls at each other right now. We're seeing Venture, Junos, Lucio's, just actual chaos, but chaos with a lot of damage output. We now see Drmeme onto the Zarya, not onto the Wrecking Ball anymore.
I was going to say he was called out for another C9 in chat there, so might have seen that and might have thought, all right, no, that about me more. Gamble responsibly.
You got to have one eye on the chat and one eye on the game.
Hey, he's probably copying it from his own chat as well. That's the beauty. You can get bullied from all sides, and he's responding by trying to get this one going on. Well, it is going to be the Zarya. Forever, though, is out of this one before they've even got it. Fidwinz will get the revive back in, but the Mercy bit is done there. They're hoping that Eshri might get a little bit too deep, but they're still keeping in these fights pretty well. Again, the Pharaoh is just getting bodied across all angles. He's managed to stay up a little bit longer, but Zen yeets it. Forever done and dusted for that one. This fight should be going in favor of Buzz Barbies, and with these straggler hits as well, that would gain them a lot of extra percent. Maybe check the floor. Oh, no, Doctor. Oh, you're in trouble.
Good wall, Peapod. Good job. I mean, that's got to be such a feeling of confidence, being one round down as a console mate, picking a Pharah out of the air. That's got to be feeling really good from Peapod. Getting 2 picks there. The res, they won't have a res coming into this fight, but they're getting back earlier. Oh, cooldowns being used from Peapod. If they collapse on it, nope. Peapod gets to live. Drmeme already at 65% on the grab.
So you like that at the very least. And oh, wow, they got almost deleted there. They're just staying alive as they very much can. Punch also getting Zenyatta again. It's just these sort of one-off picks. Just when you want them to be doing enough, and Punch with another. Could be 3 coming up. The ult's there if they want to use it. Oh, Punch! Okay, this man heard retirement and went, all right, buddy boy, let me show you how a real DPS does it in Overwatch 2. They're up to 50%, and Buzz's Barbies, they are locked and loaded right now.
Yeah, on the control, on Nepal, it's just both teams playing the corners, just trying to get as close as they can and play that really close range. Venture spam, especially with the wall as well from Peapod. Oh, Forever picking off Buzz on the Kiri. That's going to be a good opening pick. Eshri might not be able to remake here.
Gonna make things a bit more difficult. Drmeme coming together with a nice 2Ks and Yeeta following it up, and now it's the chase begins on the rest of these players. And I think that Peapod actually got out of that one. Oh dear, but that delay on them is actually going to come back to haunt them. Drmeme. The Zarya Fist. It's not bad. It does give Game Responsibility a chance to get a bit of control here.
It was a clever escape, and they got the grab out of Drmeme just to solidify that at 78%. Didn't want to lose it, but now Gamble Responsibly have to defend pretty much the entire time. Kiriko Rush coming out already.
It's gone early. Oh, Forever. He's living, at least Forever, in this one. But Punch again is doing so much work at the moment on the Venture. Ash, well, you grab another couple there as well. Artemis, they find the one, but that is all that is there. The team kill comes through. And that late one on Artemis means that this is probably going to be the final fight, possibly here for Gamble Responsibly. Well, you want to gamble responsibly. All the chips need to go in right now.
Yep, they're all in if they don't want to go down 2-0 here. Eshri does have the Diva Bomb. Once both bubbles are out from Drmeme, this Diva Bomb is going to get some value, I think. They're going to have to touch the point, 97%.
Oh my lord, Punch is just living life at the moment. Another one, 5-player kill streak. Forever's gone, Dunzo, and Gamble Responsibly might be as well. That's all. I always bet on the house for these ones here. Drmeme, try as they might. They are just delaying the inevitable. They come together. They will throughout their ultimate. It just allows 3 people to fire directly into the face. A wandering Mercy. All that was remaining. And Buzz Barbies a 2-0 fashion. Get this one done and dusted pretty quickly there.
Yeah, pretty dominant performance there. That combo between Eshri's Diva diving in with Punch's Venture and also Peapod with those walls. And also Peapod got so much value out of that May there. So much with those walls and Blizzard. Look at the Venture battle. You pop the Juno wall and it's just infinite damage. You have to go to the point to contest it, but I don't really want to be on the objective when that team is there, you know?
Yeah, and Artemis was saying Venture Diff, which, to be fair, was in Artemis's favour early on in that map. But I'm going to be honest, that might have swung just a little bit towards the end there. And unfortunately for the Gamble Responsibly team, they just could not get it rolling on any end for them there. And you got to say, I mean, Punch was fantastic for Buzz's Barbies, but you got to give credit as well to Eshri was good out in the tank. You're looking at Ashanyx and Buzz. Great support. I mean, that's what you want. You want the Ash as well. Like, it's the perfect Moira play where you just get good health, good damage, and the ults hit when they need to.
Yeah, and having both your supports on the Kiriko and Moira, I just have that survivability, that mobility. When the Diva does dive in with Punch and Peapod on the May Venture, then the supports can throw a cleanse, they can fade if they get in trouble, they can Swift if they get in trouble. It's just a very brawly, just like you said before, the one brain cell just stuck together and just sending it forward. We're seeing you know, maybe the second is fighting for third place here, because that was very good. We saw. It was just that they were shutting down the other team. Forever was getting some picks on the Tracer, but then the Pulse one was getting eaten by the Matrix. We saw them just shutting down and not allowing Gamble Responsibly to have those individual players make their impact, because Buzz's Barbie were just working as a solid team there, all going in together, all going out together. I feel like the team comms are probably a lot of shouting, but at least they're all shouting in the same direction. So good job taking the first map.
That's what you want, just shouting. Look, it doesn't matter what the communication is. At the end of the day, as long as it's positive and it keeps everyone together, that's what you like. And we're repeating what we did on on our first match of the day, which is we're going to King's Road next. So Nepal, King's Road, it's following what it did on some of our previous ones, and for Gamble Responsibly, they'll get a chance to try and redeem themselves here. You get to, you know, the hybrid, change it up a bit. They look like they had, again, like the first bits of that were happening there, they seemed to have Buzz Barbies under control. But then once momentum swung the opposite direction, that's where they found it hard to get back together. So King's Row, again, for them here, we'll see how they defend, attack on the first one. If they can get that momentum on either side and push this one, you know, we haven't seen a team tied up one piece. So far going into map 3s today, everyone's already been done. Everyone's ahead. So this is the chance to change it here.
It is, and you really want to see Gamble Responsibly get a map win on the board here, because like we said at the start, neither of these teams have won a game today. So there's a lot on the line, a lot of personal pride. You don't want to end the day without a win, and so far it's in Buzz Barbie's direction here. I was going to say King's Row, I'd love to see another Reinhardt battle, but I don't think these teams will go for it. Drmeme on the Ramatra. Ram, May, and Juno is such a powerful combo. Just get the Ram speeded in there, wall off the tank. It's brutal. Punch is going to be attacking and opening on the Widowmaker with Ash on the pocket, trying to get a pick, but Gamble Responsibly, playing smart, playing responsible, not gambling their head luck with a Widow shot.
No, they are not keeping things together. Also, very big shout out as well to Lucy. I've lost the one there. Lucy, Queen of Chaos, for the rate of 21. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your afternoon. I know Punches right now. Beautiful stuff there as he finds the opener. Theo is done and dusted, staying alive for the two. Meantime, Peapod as well. Punch almost at the second one, but Forever with a couple, and he's doing nice. Oh! Get absolutely binned.
Forever had that play cooking for like 30 seconds as Punch grappled up there. Forever hit a headshot on the way up, and I was like, oh, that's kind of spicy, and then just gets a 4K. So I think we do have an answer to the sniper, and that's just Forever on the May. Peapod opting for the Bastion to battle Artemis. Now we have Punch onto the Reaper. Punch plays a lot of Reaper, and has jeweled it out in tournaments before on this character, and to some success as well. So already up to 40% from Punch. Good wall from Forever.
It's a fantastic wall. It's got off Estre. They're going to be in a lot of strife here. They're kept up just for a little bit longer, but they've lost Ash in the meantime. Punch coming from behind with that Reaper doing some jobs there. Artemis is done. Zenyatta and Forever, though. Forever's having a time on the May right now. Hello. Let them cook, ladies and gentlemen. 3K. They are doing the work. Gamble responsibly. A perfect start of the defense here. It's exactly how they would have wanted to respond.
Yeah, absolutely going off on the May right now. So strong on this first point. And then you can just Juno speed in Drmeme to just punch him if they get too close. Ram now has the ultimate as well. Punch and Peapod on Buzz Barbies do have their DPS ults almost online, but there are no support ults in sight for Barbies. But Gamble responsibly, both of them also online. Here comes the Juno ult.
There it is. Punch gets rid of Theo's immortality. One there and all. You're not going to leave Punch out of the DPS kills for too long. A massive double there and make it 3 as Drmeme goes down. And as well as they've done to hold this for the time they have, it looks like we're finally going to be seeing the end of at least this first point as Punch having the time of their life. Forever falls. And that should be the first point handed over. The cart will go to, and Punch, he's got himself a nice little position here.
Yeah, Buzz Barbies will cap with a minute and a half. Oh, I've got to be in trouble here. Ram Punch is a little bit stronger than Punch on the DPS, unfortunately. Backing out, very smart. We do have the May ult from Forever and also Artemis's Artillery Barrage on the Bastion. Those two ults are great combinations, especially on this little choke point. This little bridge, this little walkway they walk through. All right, May wall already gone. Esri's now on the Orisa.
They're trying to go forward off this one, though. They're chasing them in, Buzz, and they want to get this one forward from the other side. Forever missing a couple on the right. They still get that finishing kill, is Drmeme. So they're 1 kill there. Used a few ultimates. Probably not what they were exactly hoping for, but Forever is just having the time of their life. These right clicks, and then the perfect wall leaves Peapod just stuck in the middle of nowhere. They can do nothing. Forever wants to keep going forward. Again, they get a nice stop here. Again, they take more time off the clock. This is good stuff from Gamble responsibly so far.
Yeah, this is not responsible at all. This is madness. This is just putting your house and your car keys on the table, because they are just being aggressive with these ults. They're not waiting for the other team to initiate here. But Esri picking off Fee, really good opening pick, taking out another one too.
Oh, the nice little double there, and that's just where the Esri's got. All right, look, everyone's getting 1s or 2s. Give me a couple. Punch and Peapod finishing off Forever and Drmeme. And now it's left into the rest grouping up. There was one other player just hanging around there for Gamble Response. I think they've gone back and joined the rest of their team. So 2 minutes to go. Get this point of the push here for the payload. They should get to a decent position here.
Yeah, they should be able to get it pretty much all the way. But Gamble responsibly have got the Ram ult and the Bastion ult online to defend here. Punch does have the Death Blossom and a Kitsune Rush ready to go. So that's going to be a lot of damage. We'll see if Ram ult gets used here early just to contest the cart. It does.
You've read the minds of all involved, and well, it's not getting the kills, but it is getting the space, and this is the problem they had. But whilst I was saying, they had them 2 on the other side. Punch, he gets a double. He might be gone for the second one there, but then the Bastion pushes away Forever before they can capitalize, and Yeto still gets them, but it's not enough. The payload is pushed through. 3 minutes to go here. Buzzers Barbies, they've been delayed and stopped a couple of times, but they've still got plenty as they start the final push here.
Yeah, they're reacting really well. Punch going the back line there once Drmeme was a bit far forward. Just worked out in their favor. We're seeing pretty much whoever takes the initiative first, whoever starts the fight, seems to be winning and just snowballing. Whoever walks in first and presses Q, doesn't matter if you're attacking or defending, seems to be working out for him. Esri going for a little bit of a flank. Careful of the May wall though, got to be really careful.
He did unfortunately kind of push May into that one there, but oh dear. Depends on the timing Forever. Oh, that's unfortunate. And it could be the one that changes the team fight here. None of us, they got 1 back, but Esri and Ash, they're doing the damage. Drmeme try as he might, tries to delay, does get the 1, but he's being chased into the back line and he can't stop the card at the moment. He still might get himself a double, so he will do the damage. And while they get a little bit more of a push forward, you got to say Drmeme has done enough to delay the bring back in for the rest of their teammates. And Forever, the right clicks hitting, and they do stop them in their tracks. Gamble responsibly. Buzz's Barbies, though, they're not far away from that magical number 3.
They're not. But Gamble Responsibly have got 4 ults online and a minute 41 to defend here. If they cycle these ults, they can hold them here this entire time. This is going to be a dry fight from Buzz Barbies unless Peapod builds it really fast on the Bastion. But forever, they've got so many ults on Gamble Responsibly. Taking the high grounds. That's the second time Punch has got Juno Zenyatta in the air there.
Yeah, but now jumping down. Oh, that was a little ambitious. Was probably hoping for the rest of his teammates to be a bit closer. Numbers still in the 3v3 Throver. When you lose your tank, that is going to make things very, very difficult forever. Not quite the killing blow on the right click, but it pushes them back. Again, that's more time wasted. Buzz's Barbies, they're going to get close for a few of these ults, but I'd say overall, Gamble Responsibly are in a better position for that one.
Yeah, they just shaved over 40 seconds from the clock using only 1 ult. They've got 4 more on the board. But Buzz Barbie only need to win 1 fight. Punch opening it up on Artemis is going to be big here. Can people get a second?
That's what he's hoping for, but the May ult in the backline. Punch is still doing the work, though. He's got 2, and the May ult, they've lost the numbers. It would have been perfect with everyone around, but Punch, oh, he is feeling dangerous on that Ryan. Drmeme gone, and no Diva Bomb damage on that one there. He's chasing. He wants this one right here. Oh, Punch, stop it. He's torturing them, playing with them at this point. Punch with another one almost. Only the shield one holding it off, but it looks like they might have done enough. Punch is still alive, still causing damage. They have to get to the point, and Etray's got Zenyatta, and this final couple of fights off the back of a beautiful Punch aggression on the Reaper. It'll be enough here for Buzz Barbies. They get it only with 7, or make it 5 seconds on the clock, but it is that magical number 3.
Yeah, 5.3. Punch lifting it up by the bootstraps there. Just all by themselves, they got all 4 ultimates, the entire bankroll, all the chips in the bank for Gamble Responsibly gone. All 4 ults gone, just in response to Punch, and Buzz Barbies and Punch's team still won the fight into 4 ultimates. Great job there from Buzz Barbies. I didn't think they were going to be able to get all 3 there, but very, very well played in that final fight. Gamble Responsibly have got to start seeing Punch as a threat, because Punch is getting into some tricky spots, teleporting on the high ground to take out a support, take out the Juno or Zen, teleporting behind, hiding behind a corner, waiting for the tank to advance from Miss Drmeme, and then ulting. Punch is getting so much free space, and even if Gamble Responsibly win the fight in the front line, their back line is demolished. So we might be seeing, well, they've changed it. We've censored it. Yeah, it's what other word fits there?
Let's have a think. So if we can't use the dreaded G word, let's see.
You know what it is? It's garage responsibly.
Releasing.
You have to park your car responsibly.
Exactly. You're just releasing your money into the garage.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what? It goes into the garage. Sometimes it comes back with, double the amount. Sometimes it comes back with nothing. But overall, you need to make sure that if you are in a garage, you do it responsibly and in a favour that affects, everyone has a good time with it. But enough talking about garages and what they do with certain things of cash. Here's the fight coming on for this one here as we start Gamble. I've said it. I've already screwed it. Garage. You didn't hear that. Hang on. No, the thing doesn't work either with the mute button. Well, whatever. We've lost that one already. Punch, though, he's not slowing down. Forever is gone, done and dusted. Probably not out of this game forever, but they are feeling the effects as well. We've actually seen the Ryan come back. He can't really get past the first initial fight here. The Orisa is just forcing him away, and these javelin throws are absolutely pristine.
Yeah, Estri picking the smart pick here and just pushing it back, although Punch has got a pick onto Forever again. How did Punch get the pick on the attacking Widow, and then they swapped onto Farah, got the pick again? I think the whole team has to just solo ult Punch and just send a message.
I genuinely think the moment, blame this on me. I said he's going to get to the retirement home, and this man just hit. Everything just slowed down. He went, okay, you know what? All right, you've said that. I'm just going to lock in and destroy everyone. How do you like that? Anyway, we're still going to see if these fights can continue for Gamble Responsibly. The first one, garage. You know what? The third time's the charm. I'm going to forget on that one. Eshrate has not forgotten anything. They are absolutely cleaning house. They are destroying things on the Orisa, although Forever does find that late pick there, and Drmeme. Oh, whoa. Just as you think that it was Buzz Barbies who were dominating these team fights, one bit of over-aggression, and bang.
Damn, that's not the first time. Put it back, Liger. No, we can think of some more G words. We can give me more time than Garage. We got this.
Yeah,
but yeah, Estuary's got the opening pick a couple of fights now, and then it's just turned around, unfortunately. So Buzz Barbie's really got to follow in with Estuary when they get that opening pick.
Maybe gapping responsibly, you know? Because that's what we're seeing right now in these couple of fights that are happening. They've taken the payload and they are sending Buzz's Barbies back to the Shadow Realm right now, rushing away. Oh, forever. Keep going, son. Keep pushing it. Hey, you take these ones. Both these players are low. Drmeme, they are on a marathon. They're still chasing the Bastion. Peapod is running for his life. He doesn't know where to go. He's trapped in the corner. His teammates should be able to bail him out. He's staying. Oh, these rockets missing him by inches. But he will live for another day.
I love the space they're taking from Game Responsibly. They just kept the first point and they pushed all the way up. And, oh my god, Estuary's so low. If the tank gets picked in, this is so bad.
Oh, he's popped the ultimate as well. It doesn't find anything. It does keep them alive. And just in time for Punch to get that ultimate pick off there. As they get that Mercy done and dusted. Estuary, he's not really near the other side there. Can't the other ones. And Drmeme will actually finish it off. And Yeeta is so very low. Drmeme, you know, I've got to be honest, he is responding here, doing all the damage he can. He is in a bit of danger here, but he's been kept alive by the slimmest of margins. It almost comes back forever with the double and the barrage. Oh, forever! But then Punch with one. We're still left with 2v2. There's still a Reaper hanging around, but forever. Massive stuff there on the Pharah.
These teams just, they don't have a single bit of fear or caution in them. Oh, we're down 2 players? Oh, we're down 3 players? No, I got this. I got this. Watch me spectating from spawn. I'm about to 4K here. Look how much space they've got. They've barely had a team fight. They've pushed it all the way to the second point already. They are in such a good spot here, Game Responsibly.
That they are. Esh has switched over to the Reinhardt, making their way forward and getting some good distance. Actually forced them completely off the payload for the time being. The Fire Strike doing some good damage as well. Problem is for either team, they don't have massive amounts of ults, but Gamble, gapping responsibly, actually have them covered mostly for Gamble there. Esh, oh, that is a dangerous charge in, and they are going to be punished forever. Oh boy, Drmeme with one as well. Miss Roma, it is a team clearance there, and it is 3rd and final point they'll be pushing. And they've got some decent time on the clock here, Gamble. Gapping the G team. G team, a good movie. What was like Guinea Pigs? Man.
The guinea pig responsibly, chat.
Yeah, does anyone remember that movie, or is that just me?
I'm a boomer, but I don't get it. Who knows? Who knows? But look, what we're seeing right now is just Overwatch 2 counter swap. This is just tank play. Both tanks, Drmeme and Estuary, have just swapped, lost a team fight, swapped to the counter. Lost a team fight, swapped to the counter. It's just back and forth. Just lock Ryan and you won't have the problem, guys.
This is the 1IQ Overwatch 2 that we love to see right now. And now, of course, we have the Pharah battle on both ends. Punch is going to be forced away from that one as they're waiting for this first pick on either side. Could really decide how this first fight does go. I was going to say the G team has themselves a decent area. Meme brings him in. Forever delivers the damage. And he is absolutely loving life on that Pharah. And they should get this with a heap of time on the clock. The G squad, they have locked in beautifully. And they are going to have an extra 2.5 minutes going into OT here.
They have so much more time. This is going to be such an uphill battle for Buzz Barbies. That's so much time. And we've seen how important the ultimates and the combos between the Mei, between the Ram, between the Bastion and the Grav, the Barrage. We've seen how powerful it is. We see Drmeme asking Estuary, are you playing Mr. Heroes? Nope, my friend, this is just counter watch. Oh, there, Orisa. I open Ryan. Okay, I go Zarya. Oh, now they've gone Ram. Oh, they got Junker. It's just back and forth. It's just rock, paper, scissors, back and forth. You can avoid this by only playing Reinhardt on King's Row.
Exactly.
This is my pro platinum tip.
You say a little from column A, a little from column B. You just play Reinhardt on every map, and the things usually just work out in the end. I mean, look, personally, I know one of the greatest players in the world, which is Super TF. He's mostly a Ryan player, so... I mean, it worked for him. I don't see why it wouldn't work for plat players like ourselves. You know, just always stick to the one character, never change, and never learn anything else. That's my motto.
I could not agree anymore. I think I think Genji one tricks are the best people in the game. But enough about that. So we've seen Punch swap to Cassidy there for a little bit to deal with some hit scan for Forever's Pharah, but then immediately swap to the Pharah just to battle them. Now onto the Ashe. That is a lot of long range. I wouldn't be surprised if Forever, with Fee and Artemis on the Venture, just dive punches Ashe regardless. But Esri opening up on the Zarya. We got a Zarya battle. No more swapping. They're both on Zarya.
That they are, and you can see Punch getting very aggressive and good positioning here. Buzz will be the first one to deliver that kill on towards Fio. That's a name. I'm putting that all together beautifully. Forever does get one back on towards Buzz, leaves it in the 4v4 situation, but after that revive and Esri getting that one there, but Forever back and forth. This is what we love about Overwatch. We don't know what's happening. You just look to the top right. You sort of make out what's happening with the kills in that regard. Drmeme onto Peapod, but then you see Punch go down. Forever doing enough work there, and they'll hold off Buzz Barbies. They've only got 9 seconds now. I don't think they're going to have another chance. They're not even going to get a tick. Charge at them, boys. Have a go. See if you can get there. Wave at them. You're not finding the point, though. And that is perfect for the G squad. Locked, loaded, shut out. And now they've got 3.5 minutes to find one solitary tick.
Yeah, just dominant first point hold there. I said at the start that Game Responsibly have got to start focusing Punch and start answering that backline, because Punch's Reaper was getting so many picks and winning team fights. Forever, we're not going to worry about what Punch is doing. I'm just going to 4K. Forever has got a 4K in the last handful of team fights consistently. Now Buzz Barbies, we're seeing Punch swap to the hit scan. We might need Peapod as well to swap, or maybe even we saw the Baptiste there. We need some focus on Forever. Forever has got way too much real estate in the skies with Fee's damage boost as well, and the bubbles and the Juno speed. Forever is just absolutely dominating, just getting nothing but 3 and 4Ks. So Punch, not hit scan, onto the Pharah. We're gonna have a pharmacy battle, and we might get a draw. We could.
It's
do. Possible.
And if we do have a draw, that means that we do go to a tiebreaker at Clash. So, look, I don't think that Buzz's Barbie can hold for 3.5 minutes, but they're enough. I don't see why they can't do it. You've got to have the faith in yourself. You've got to have the presence of mind as a team, and we've got a Winston. Everything's coming up right now. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, onto the Genji Winston with that massive dive. They're looking to get it done in just one fight. Dive in, win the fight. They've got 3.5 minutes to build up ults if they have to play it safe, but Game Responsibility is looking to just end it.
Oh, but Punch, hello. He's saying, you know what? I think we will get this go for 3.5 minutes, because he has destroyed everything before they can even get set up. And while Drmeme gets one, will be deleted forever, keeping himself up and doing damage. So he gets there, they get the couple, and that does mean it's going to take a little bit longer for the Buzz Barbies defenders to get everyone back and coordinated. But it's just enough picks if they can group up again to jump in on this one. So they're waiting on the other side forever. The Genji stars flying through the Winston dive. It's got enough presence around that one there, but in the air, Punch can do so much more damage. It doesn't help though if you get deleted down below forever with the reflections. That might be enough. He's getting killed. He's just pummeling them. The melees to finish 2. Drmeme gets that one. And ladies and gentlemen, we are done with map number 2. The G Responsibly squad, they have responsibly, or Respo, as we see there, gotten this one to 1 apiece.
They have. They had 2.5 minutes left on the board there. Forever absolutely popped on the Pharah and then swapped to the Genji and just followed up with the Winston dive. Really good there to solidify it. I can't believe Forever went for this, and I can't believe it extra that it worked. That's crazy. Down 2 players and then just 3k ult, easy peasy, turn it around. And that play of the game from Forever there legitimately gave them that time to cap that second point and had that much time in the bank for that last overtime battle there. So little butterfly effects at the start going through to the end. Really, really good job there from both teams. It's going to be really interesting to see how the next map goes. I believe we are going to Escort next. So Route 66, Circuit Royale, or Junkertown?
Well, the only one we haven't seen so far of that is Circuit Royale, so I guess we'll have to wait for the... That is a great logo. I had not seen that yet.
Well, it's not Lewiston, it's
No.
Winton, so...
Route 66, we're back there again. Look, I immediately saw that and it just reminded me of that Reddit gold gif that you just get on the gambling one where you just get hit the old 3 and the coins come flying out. Remember, guys, the actual winning prize is 10 Reddit gold for the teams if they do win the Diabolical draft. That is real.
Oh
that's
my God. Why are the eyes like that?
Oh my God, that's fantastic. I love that.
That is nightmare fuel right there. I don't feel like I win if I see 3 hollow... Oh, we're watching a video. Let's go.
Hello? I got the Bashers Barbies are back in town. We're back. We're
back.
Hey guys,
Only a little bit.
that was a part of the video. Look, our producer may have accidentally clicked the button. Well, it happens all the time, you know. It's accidental things happen, you know. Sometimes you just throw in the Diabolical draft. These things, technically, I think they're almost. I don't know if there's an OCE moment. Probably just. Maybe just combine both together at that point.
Well, look, Abe's been pretty yappy with some of these messages. I'm seeing some of these little flames being thrown, so we can throw it back to the flame and back when an odd mistake happens. But yes, we are going to be jumping into our third map not too long from now. We just saw Route 66, right? We did just see that. Okay, Genji main. Look, where's my Genji?
It's absolutely.
Here we go. I wonder if we'll see any Widowmakers open. We've seen both teams enjoy the Pharah, Forever especially on the Pharah, but also on the Tracer. So it's kind of hard for either team to predict what the other team's going to open with because we've seen a lot of flexibility. So it might just be whoever loses the first fight counter swaps. We might just see the same replay as we did on Kings Row, and it was effective. It was working. It was a smart play. It was working well. So we might just see those staggered team fights back and forth here.
And that's the perfect way. It's staggered fights where you don't know what's going to happen. You don't have a complete plan. And to be fair, I don't know if any team has come up with an actual plan for any of this. Apparently, my mic is going mad, so...
Alright, Haz is just refreshing quickly. You'll soon hear his voice over the airwaves. Once again, Forever is locking the Genji. I love it. I feel like I'm an influencer here. Not a good influence, but I mean, it's working, so maybe I am a good influence. Forever on the Genji again with Drmeme on the Winston. Going for that fast-paced dive once again with Artemis following up on the Venture. Punch is opening up on the Reaper and Peapod on the Mei. Mei has been doing exceptionally well on both teams right now. And Eshri on the Diva, maybe trying to bully the Winston a little bit. We'll see when this first fight kicks off. Punch has got the high ground, already on 20%. Already picking off Artemis.
Okay, well, the first fight is pretty much over at this point. Artemis is gone. Goodbye. Deleted from that one. Ash finds Forever, and this is going to be a nice little reset as Punch. Oh, he's going in. He's got to be careful, though. Gets away with it. Hey, we like bold plays. That's how we want to see this game.
And also, great from the team to like back up the bold plays, keep them out of trouble, and let them escape. Good job from Barbies there.
Perfection across the board. That is what we're looking for from both sides here. The deeper dives and everything that comes together with it. Drmeme, speaking of deep dives, he wants to try and get ready. In fact, you know what? Doesn't need the dive. Just drop in on top of everybody, doing some decent damage. He'll be forced away, and he goes over the wall, so he's not going to be really caught out by those Mei ones too often. Makes it a bit easier on that side. Punch, again, pushing it on that one, as Eshray, they are going to be falling back from that side as well. Again, everyone grouped waiting. Punch once again. Ooh, the teleport. He almost gets caught off, but it is a standstill at the moment. No one can make their way through. We're just waiting for this first player to fall here.
We're just waiting for someone to be out of cooldowns or out of position, and then the dive's going to come in. They can't dive. It's so hard to dive in there into Gamble Responsibility's team comp right now. Drmeme does have their primal, and they are near the wall as well. Maybe they'll go for a primal knock off the edge. They're still fighting here. Peapod's in the back line.
Yeah, on the Mei, they will force Drmeme's ult, and while he's doing that, Punch is just so aggressive at the front line. destruction everywhere. And unfortunately for Drmeme, doesn't find any, at least some spacing if anything else, but he might have another one here, Punch. Oh, dearie me, the double up with the freeze. Forever's managed to get P-Pod though, so in the end, I think they take that one, Buzz's Barbies, but they are struggling to make any forward progress here, and Punch just keeps jumping them.
Yeah, it's so hard to dive in when your supports are dead from Punch's flanks. We do have the Dragon Blade online and the window. Drmeme swapping onto the Zarya. That's a great swap there. It's just so hard to... Who do you dive out of any of those team comp on game responsibly? It's just so difficult. We do have Punch with the Death Blossom and also Eshri with the bomb as well. But even the Dragon Blade, it's going to be so difficult to get a pick here.
And then the Diva Bomber getting over blows, and it will get Forever. Oh, no. Oh, dear. I don't think Roman's going to want to see that one back, and that is quite the unfortunate way to go when he gets slammed by the Diva remake.
Yeah, Venture, don't worry about digging that, because Eshri just planted you face first, 6 feet under right there. Great job there. We got Buzz Barbies on 3 ults right now. Only Punch's ultimate on the Reaper for game responsibly, but Moira ult Coalescence almost online. That's going to shred through the back line of Buzz Barbies. Walking low.
Oh, it's all sort of... They need to get some hits here. Remembering Buzz Barbies, they took the 1-0 lead. And the last map was pretty even, most things considered, but the G squad have completely locked in. They might not even lose a point here, but with Punch going down, there's a presented opportunity, but Drmeme falls as well. They need to get picks in their favor, just get some forward momentum. Forever could do it. The Blade, 1-2. Finally, they might be able to find some momentum. Big kills, and they will get rid of Eshra as well. She falls out the back, and now, can they get this one moving? Can they get this cart to the first point?
Yeah, great Nano Blade there. Really good to get some picks on the supports there, especially because their cooldowns were out. Also, sending that ultimate while you were down your tank. Only 30 seconds left, so not gambling responsibly there, just sending it and believing it. And Forever did that before on Pharah, and it turned around, did the same thing here on Genji. So now Drmeme's coming back with the grab. Has to watch out for Eshri's Diva Matrix, but Eshri almost has a Diva Bomb, and Punch and Peapod have got that Blizzard Death Blossom combo as well.
Oh, no, and you got to say, I was going to say, where's Punch? Because he can just finish this with the Blossom, and oh, there it is. He gets 1-2. That's done. It's over. Zenyatta jumps on for a second, so at least for Buzz Barbies, they do get some ground, but it is a fantastic defense there from the GR squad.
Yeah, really, really good defense there. They just had the perfect comp into what Barbies opened with. It was just, as a Winston player there, as a Genji, as a Venture, who do you dive out of that team? Moira, Juno, like, who do you dive there? Reaper, there's just no one to dive. You have to track every cooldown and then go in to get a pick. And they were doing a lot of impact for that disadvantaged matchup there, but might have been better to swap the characters earlier there, because Gamble Responsibly's team there, the team characters were just so perfect in shutting that down, and they just wasted so much time. They just chipped down the clock because they weren't able, Gamble Responsibly weren't able, Buzz Barbies weren't able to dive in there, so that was just patience, just waiting, play the corner, build ults, waiting, and before you know it, you're in overtime on the first point, and now you've been full held. So, going to be very interesting to see what Gamma Responsibly open with, see if they decide to swap at all. Buzz Barbies are defending. Artemis not on the Venture anymore. Now on the Junkrat. Forever going back to that Pharah. That's going to be really useful to play that high ground, that corner of that canyon around that first point, especially with Fee's damage boost and pocket on the Mercy. Drmeme sticking on the Zarya. Eshri has been a big fan of the Diva, and it's been working very well, so don't blame them. But Drmeme with that laser going to be able to counter them a little bit. And I'm getting a few frames here, Has.
I'm stuck on 1, which is always a good sign. I can hear a few things. Oh, there's a double speed. I think we're catching right about back up. So far, that payload has gotten itself moving just a little bit forward here. They don't need to get too far, Gamma Responsive, and they would love to get past this first area, especially if they could counter with the other ones there. And, oh, no. Eshri delivers. Ash follows it up as well. And that is worst possible scenario to start this one off for Buzz Barbies. They are already, they've got to run. They've got to get out of there. They can't lose other players, but they might not be given the opportunity. Punch does get a little aggressive, so it gives them an opening. But they've got to get back towards that payload. It's so close already. Forever with a double is doing well.
Oh, Forever single-handedly saving it. Hopefully it lives long enough to get their team back in the fight. It will. Artemis coming back, taking out the Kiri. They're back in it, and they're stabilizing. Wow.
I can regroup off that one. The problem is that they're so close to the other side.
That's so lucky. Oh, we just had an update from producers. We're at 6 technical issues this stream. We're up to 6 so far. We've doubled it since the last match.
Perfect. Do my mic cuts count for that as well? Because that might up the numbers if they haven't been put into effect there.
Well, I've been able to hear you
Might
the
be
whole
double
time,
food.
so I've been blessed. I've been getting
I don't know what's
show.
going on. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's not. Maybe it's not me. Maybe it's the other things. I sound beautiful. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, back to the fight at hand here. We've got the Junk looking to try and do some damage. It's actually falling nicely onto Punch, who's taken down the Haas. They'll be forced away off the fight. Again, though, it's just one team fight needed here. The G gamble responsibly, and they get this one done. Forever, though, staying alone. Forever with a nice double. Artemis Roba is taken out of the fight, though. They're still fighting with numbers advantage here. Drmeme, they've got decent charge. They could get a little bit more here. Punch is just one. They've sort of let him go. He got the health, I think. No, he didn't. He's done. Us Barbies, they're holding this one together in minute 49. Just start to get a bit nervous here.
Oh, it's close. It's close. Forever has been an absolute massive impact on all of these team fights. When their team has been down or being altered, they've clawed it back with multiple kills every fight. This game would be over without those picks from Forever. Now, Drmeme has got their grab and Zenita's got the window as well, but Gamble responsibly almost have 5 ults online, a minute and a half.
I have to be careful. Oh no, Roma's gone as well. The Diva Bomb, it is going to find the one there. That could be it. It is. They're off the point. Everyone's gone. And Buzz Barbies, they complete the turnaround from 1-0 down to 2-1 winners. They take the series here. And fittingly, it ends with a play of the game for Punch 9K. Forever, they had a great map, but Punch was also very much locked in.
Yeah, both DPSs on both teams had exceptional performances. I mean, like, every player did great. Every player did great there. The tank play, Esri getting that pick on the Mercy in the first second is just so brutal. But then Forever gets the 2 or 3K to turn it back around. It's so hard there. Overtime, Diva Bomb, it's so difficult. Well played to both teams. That was closer. I mean, that was as close as it looked, and it looked very close. Overtime, all the maps, so well played to both teams.
That we do, and of course we get a response. We win 103k pie shirt chips. Hey, you know what? If you put the money, if you gambled responsibly in that regard, I think you've come out quite well overall. Just saying. If you put your money with it.
Increased my stocks in Liger's channel points there.
That's big investments for the future. Remember, stocks are important. Especially if you gamble said stocks responsibly, of course. You know, keep a little few channel points in the side in case a disaster does happen. But in this case, or say this, Gary, you came out big winning.
I did. I earned a lot of points there. That was like 150k to like 5k. Like, you just got to go on the odds there. You know, talking about
no caster bias, by the way. No caster bias.
Mathematical, responsible bias, responsible bias, but not responsible enough to defeat Ken and Barbie on Buzz's team. Great job there. Great job.
Yeah. Well, I got the one as well, so they're on the board at least when it comes to the map ones. I'm not sure of the exact, so they could have already taken them out in some of the other games, but from what we've seen, they're there. And congratulations as well to our other squad in Gamble responsibly, because they are on the board. 164,532 to me and 9 others. Whew. Well, if you're a believer, that's what happens. Sometimes you've just got to put your faith in the heart of the cards, and they come out just like they come out at 21. It's perfect.
Exactly. And now Gamble responsibly going to their 4th match without a win on the board. They got a map win, but not a match win. So they're 3-0 on the first day, and they were talking a big game, planning for tomorrow, planning who they're going to defeat tomorrow, but yet to grab one yet. Great job there. From Buzz Barbies. We have one more game coming up. We are going to throw to a short break while we set up the last game, which is going to be between Daddy's Dixon Darling and Zaz's Sombra Slayers. I can't wait to stutter and mispronounce those in the next match. It's going to be a banger. We'll go to a break shortly, and we'll see you then.
because you'll both be swapping your players.
No! Wait,
What?
What? I'm gonna play it safe and take my first pick of Ashanyx because they're still on the board.
So pissed. I'm so
I'm
pissed.
so annoyed.
That's my wife, bro. That's my wife.
It was so close to being my turn again.
There you down. Finch, who is your third
yes.
selection? Or are you pulling a wild card?
Wildcard. There's a person in chat that keeps saying me, I'm pretty good. Mine's pretty decent too. That she loves me. There's a couple other things in there. What's her name? Looks like FEB or something like that.
And that is minus 55.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. Do not worry. I'm financially stable. I've planned this perfectly.
Yeah.
$0 left over. I'm maximizing.
There's got to be some underrated silvers in this list somewhere that I don't know about.
And my goodness, it has been a good time so far. Has everybody been enjoying it? I sure have. Y'all, this has been such a good time so far. And we're still not at the end of the night either. We still have one more team to go. Guys, up next is going to be Daddy Dixon's Darlings and Zaza Somber Slayers. With that said, let's do a quick little recap of how the night's been going so far with the teams and where we've kind of settled down. So, with all of the listings currently, see if we can get production to switch it over for us. It's all of the listings currently. We are sitting at Bad Bunnies and Cho Bunnies currently, with Cho Bunnies being the victors. Roglin, cleanest game all the way through 3-2-0, and then obviously Gamble Responsibly. Not doing so well. Guys, we saw the channel points and those games over 100k lost. Not too responsible, guys. Come on, I expect a little better. Liger, welcome back, by the way. This... Of course.
Liger's not actually in here voice-wise. Woo.
Waiting for Liger to join back here. We're hearing word that he might just be back currently. With that said, though, we are having a look at the grouping stages. And guys, there has been games going in the background if you haven't realized. So, what we've been looking at so far has been the French Fries versus Bad Bunnies, Cho Bunnies and Roglin, Zaza and Gamble just there, and now we're on to the Buzz Barbies and Daddy Dixon. But... guys, it is not ending there. We still have a whole nother day to go and plenty of teams to introduce you to. Liger, welcome back. You still there with me, bro?
Yeah, I'm back. Okay, listen, I'm back. All
It's
right.
good to see you. I've missed you so much, man.
Listen, I'm gonna lay down the law real quick.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So the Gamble team lost. Is that right? Is that right?
Look, I didn't put any money on it, man.
Don't gamble. All right. In life, don't gamble.
Don't do it.
All right.
Do
There's
not
such thing
do
as
it.
gambling responsibly and gambling correctly. Don't gamble. All right.
90% of they quit before they hit big. They're so close.
No,
it's
no,
right
no.
there.
There's no diamonds. There's no
Oh.
diamonds after 5 pixels of dirt. There's no diamonds. All right. There's no diamonds. Listen.
You're
listen.
just one win away, gamers. You're just one win away. It's right there
I cannot
for you.
believe it. I
Look,
cannot believe it. We're here.
I've seen Wolfie gone from rolling around at channel points here to having a zilch at this point, guys. Come on, use her as a cautionary tale. If anything, you're gonna want to be
Wolfie,
careful.
The lad Wolfie, he's honestly like, he's been here for 7 years. He's probably got 2 million for all I know. He's fine. Don't worry about Wolfie.
100k is nothing to him. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Oh,
Hey, I'll
my
tell you
goodness.
what. I'll tell you what isn't nothing at all. Nothing at all is the fact that these teams that we're about to witness have not lost at all. That's right. I think so. Am I double checking that?
Yeah, I don't think they've lost once here, man. And it's
unbelievable.
Scary to see.
So let's recap. Daddy Dixon's Darlings, I can't believe I said that name out loud, currently beating the other 2 teams in the bracket. Zaza Somber Slayers have also done the same, taking the 2 wins as well. Right now, I will pay attention though, Daddy Dixon's Darlings have managed to win more rounds on maps, more key points, checkpoints, and that's allowed them to be in the lead. So, Zaza, if you want to take your team forward, we're going to need you to pull up. But however, Dixon, I know, has some diabolical plans ready. So when we get an okay from production, I would love to start the interview between the 2 captains here. Here we go. We have Captain Zaza Stack from Zaza Somber Slayers and Captain Dixon from Daddy Dixon's Darlings.
What is going on, stream?
Welcome in, players. Now, obviously, you guys are in a bit more of a unique situation in comparison to everything else, just due to how the drafting went. I suppose let's hear from both of you about this, but if the other team wins, is that really a loss? It means you guys planned well, no?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's become rivalry right now, you know? I feel like it's a big rivalry between us. You know, normally Dixon and I are friends.
It's extended to the whole team. So, you know, prior to picking our teams, you know, everyone knows that Zaza and I have beef, you know? Zaza used to be cool and she's fallen off. Everyone knows that.
Excuse me.
Now the team has a chance also to have beef because no longer are they yours, Zaza, but they are mine. And you know what?
Sure.
we are vibing so well, and so much better than they would have vibed on your team.
Well, that's fine, because guess what, Dixon? Those DE teammates that you tried to pick at the start, they are vibing a lot better on my team too, so it doesn't matter.
Is that right? Is that right? Well, I guess this ultimate showdown will go to prove that whose team is the best at vibing. And look, I'll tell you a little secret. I'm pretty sure it's mine, because we are all besties.
Well, I mean, camaraderie is an important point. Would you say that that's probably your team's greatest strength, or is there something in the background that you guys are hiding?
Oh, I'm not hiding it. We've got Iggy. We got Iggy, and Iggy is gonna absolutely destroy you. And not only do we have Iggy, oh no,
Oh,
we
God,
have
it's
Moonish
bringing out
as
the
well.
diamond sword.
Moonish is gonna absolutely slay the I don't even know what your team's name is. You know what? That's how unimportant that you are. And not only that, we have Kitty as well, about to Barbie blast your whole team. And to wrap it all off, we have Corbs, who is ready to absolutely dominate your backline.
Hold on. As you mentioned before, hiding in the back. Dixon, I think you have something hiding behind you.
I do.
Oh,
You know what? You know what, Zaza?
What?
I hope you are ready to get erased.
Oh my goodness, he has the whiteboard.
Me. Ain't no way this guy's that prepared.
The disrespect.
You're gone. You're gone, buddy.
That shot, he's scared of me.
You know what? And
Yeah.
I'm a fan of fighting your fears, you know, and beating your fears and overcoming them. So Zaza, watch out.
Oh yeah, sure, buddy. You're clearly scared of me just trying to hide it, aren't you?
As I said, I'm here to conquer my fears. And if I have to go through you and your team to do so, well, I hope you're looking forward to playing on the bottom side of the bracket.
No, I hope you're looking forward to that too, buddy.
Well, I feel like that's as best as last words as we'll need. So thank you, Zaza. Thank you, Dixon. Head on back to your teams. We're actually going to showcase interview I did with your teams throughout the week. And that's going to be a fun one. Aaron, lead the charge.
Of course, take it away.
Never mind. So what we need to tell you right now is that this game, Overwatch, it's amazing. You know what else is amazing? The Diabolical Draft. You know what else is amazing? These two teams that we're about to see face off. And you know who else is even more amazing than that? All the people in the chat. Aaron, these people in the chat are the best.
Thank you so much for all the raiders and everyone that's been contributing to it. Obviously, Fionn, just being the last one coming in last minute. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. The best audience we could have asked for. But we're going to keep it entertaining for you. Let's hit it with a video.
Oh, how are we doing, everybody watching the amazing Diabolical Draft? I am here with an ecstatic team, an excited team. We got... why are you making me say this, Dixon?
Say it! Say it!
We've got Daddy Dixon's darlings.
That's
here.
us. Yeah!
Woo!
Iggy in the house.
What's going on? How are we?
Good. We got Moonish as well.
Hey!
We got M Kitty.
Bonjour!
And Corbs.
Hello there.
Now, Dixon, the people want to know your team name. How did we get here?
How did we get here? It was actually funny because I said it in the Diabolical Draft chat as a joke. And then when the team's Discord assembled, someone else suggested it.
I think I did.
Yeah, Iggy. Iggy also said the exact same thing. And I'm like, you know what? That's how I know our team is going to gel so well.
My next question is actually for Iggy. If you had the power to alter Overwatch in one small but diabolical way, what minor change would you make to drive everyone crazy?
Mega buff Wrecking Ball to the point where the mines spread across the whole map.
I said small change.
No, it's small because there's only one hero.
I want to know, from Moonish, if your team walked into a room, what would be your theme song that played?
What would be our theme song?
What's the Barbie song?
What is the Barbie song? All I know is I'm just Ken.
I'm just Ken.
I was thinking more like
else I'd be a 10.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party. That one?
Yeah!
Yeah.
You know what? I can't believe I didn't think of that, but yes, the Barbie song.
M Kitty, I want to know, actually I already know, but I think you should let the people at home know, which team out here are your ops and what did they steal from you?
Buzz's Barbies. Do you know why? Because they stole pink from me, and I am the #1 pink e-girl in Australia. We're just going to show them we are the alpha pink because we have M Kitty.
Corbs, new to the Overwatch tournament scene. Tell me about this meme grind you've been on lately. I feel like you've been posting at least 2 memes every day.
I don't know. I just because we've got such a mixed range of skill in our team, we've got to wait a bit in the queue. So I just go in and I grab some screenshots of my favorite characters, and then I find dumb quotes to put with it. Whip out the Comic Sans and just let the fire ignite on the typewriter. Let's go.
Daddy Dixon's darlings, the stage is yours. Let the people at home watching the amazing Diabolical Draft know whatever you want to tell them, and your fellow competitors. What do you want to say?
Hi, bestie.
Hi, bestie.
Hey,
bestie.
That's because they're the best.
Oh!
Dixon!
Daddy, no!
How are we doing, everybody watching the Diabolical Draft today? I am here with Zaza Stack's Sombra Slayers, an insane team, an insane composition was put forward during the draft selection phase, and I'd like to introduce them. First up, we got Zaza. How you doing?
Fantastic.
Awesome. We got Chapper.
Yeah, doing great, thank you, Liger.
Loki.
I'm doing good, thanks, Liger.
Awesome. Then we got Chana.
Hello, I'm doing great.
Awesome. Then we got Aurora.
Oh!
Oops.
It's alright.
Oh, now I gotta wait for Loki to get back up.
I got a first go before.
Let's go.
The goat.
Nice.
That's impressive.
And we also got Aurora.
I'm feeling diabolical. Thank you.
Captain Zaza. The snipers are out. I want to know, who are your biggest ops this event?
I know that for sure. I'm going to be going after Fluke for the Widow duel. So he better live up to it and face me on Widowmaker. No switching.
Alright. Chapper, we've heard a lot of rumors about you. Tell us about yourself. What's your experience on this Overwatch game? What can people expect from you this tournament?
Well, so I'm a Winston player. I primarily play Winston. I play for the team Supernova. We were in Contenders back in 2022 when Contenders still existed. I'm top 100 right now, my career, I'm pretty good.
Loki, we've heard you've got a bit of a hit list going on. A very respectful hit list, of course. I want to know, who are your top 5 targets on this hit list?
Alright, so my top 5 targets on this hit list. There's going to be some people that I'm going to target. And the ones I'm targeting the most are Eshri, Finch, PBG, Ryoto, and Jess.
Ooh.
And they are going to get excessively teabagged.
Excessively and respectfully. Love to see it.
Respectively, of course.
Respectfully. Shana, I got a question for you, a little cheeky one. If you were in control of your opponent's streams in this tournament, what nightmare would you give them every night leading up to the Diabolical Draft?
Sombra, behind them, invisible. Just saying boop, non-stop. You'd never know when she's gonna uncloak. Honestly, scariest dream ever.
Doesn't get any worse than that. Oh my goodness. Aura, I want to know, your playstyle this event, this tournament, have you been enabling your team in practice or have they been enabling you? How would you describe it?
I would say I've more been enabling my team in practice, but we do definitely would bounce off each other, especially because I am a flex player as well, so I can sort of work around their needs and what we need, especially depending on who we're countering or who we're playing. So happy to fill in.
Anything else you want to say to the amazing viewers at home watching the Diabolical Draft today, or to your fellow competitors?
Oh my god, all I'm
They're
saying,
gonna
Dr.
win.
Meme is going down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn off his computer.
Yeah,
If he so much as sleeps me, or oh no, he's playing tank. If he rivals me, that computer's going off.
Well, I mean, that was some interesting stuff across the board from both teams. Good chats, good enthusiasm, and both looking to have a perfect day one here. It's everything we can have drop. I mean, you look at it across the board. And, speaking of boards, we saw Dixon's one. I thought I'd get mine out because, look, we're talking tactical maneuvers here. So now I've got the DD squad. This is Dixon. We've got Zaza's down here. We'll turn the microphone around like that. Now, because we are going for the first one, which is a contest in the middle, we'll say it's for a spot. So what you want to do if you're the Dixon Darlings, you want to do a nice sort of to the left side here. Take some pressure maybe on the right, or you can go down the middle. Say on the other side. You go to the left, you go to the right, or you go to the outside. You gain that pressure. Then you want to look a bit skyward. So you're going to have bits of here. There's the Farah up here. You might have an adder down over here. Up near the Heart Sports logo, you're going to have maybe, say, your Reinhardt, so you get your square shield in that position. Look, overall, you want to try and get this thing right here. We'll get some more arrows pointing at that. And if we look at this all together, I think with what we can decipher is I don't know what I'm talking about, and I might be schizophrenic. But, you know, hopefully the teams can take something away with this. That's just me personally.
If you showed that to your doctor, they'd have something to take away from that, I think, has.
It's a possibility.
That certainly was some words and some lines.
Yeah, definitely. Look, they haven't been able to diagnose me with anything yet, but maybe that does. You know, we could take this clip and share it with them. And well, speaking of which, look what we've got as a first man. It's Nepal. The third time's the charm. It's back again. It just never leaves. Here it is.
Third time. No one likes Oasis. Oasis is stinky. It's just the Nepal battles.
It's it's great.
I'm really interested to see this this Widowmaker from Zaza. Zaza's got a lot of hours on Widow and on Ana on the DPS role today. So if Chapper takes a lot of space with the Winston dives and just gives free reign to Zaza in the backline on the Widow, I think Dixon might have bit off more than he could chew. He's got the whiteboard, he's got the confidence, he's got the sunnies, he's got the shirt, he's got everything going for him. The only thing left to see is, does he have his aim going for him? Because
does he have it in the server? It is.
Yeah.
Look, they're both 2-0 for a reason, because they're very good at what they do. And at the end of the day, one of them is going to be superior after day one. Remember, this is all for seeding for tomorrow. No team is going to be out. So if you have an off first day, you can always bounce back from it. But I reckon you want that confidence. You want to have bragging rights, because that's what half of this is all about. You get to point in the other team's face and say, ha ha, you suck.
And like that psychological warfare is so important at the start. It actually gives you just a free round if you get in their heads straight away. Yeah, both teams won their first round 3-0. So they've had stand-up performances against some of the teams we've already seen today. And those teams we've seen today have had very competitive matches with their opponents. Both these teams have 3-0'd them in the first and then won the other ones as well. So this might be the pinnacle, the magnum opus, the finale of day one of two of the strongest teams showing so far. And I think this is going to be like a lot of banter and memes. And then we're going to see a switch flick when one team starts losing and we're going to see serious mode come out. I think this is going to be a battle. And I know Dixon and Zaz are going to have smiles ear to ear, regardless of if they're winning or losing. But I'm really excited to see this last one.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a cracker no matter what happens. And, well, we just hope for both teams they have a great time. But they've also got that competitive spirit in it. You don't go 2-0 in the day's play without having a bit of, oomph about how you play the game. So what should be a fantastic first map here in the pool. Fantastic final series to wrap up Diabolical Draft Day 1. We are just moments away from getting it underway. In the meantime, though, we were having a look. I was having a look at the right side, actually, at the channel points put into this one. And I've got to say, Dixon's Darlings are not copping a lot of love. And I've got a new job. I've backed Dixon's here, so... I know we should gamble responsibly, but there's cash there. Look, hey, 32k versus 125. You got to have a bit of hope. You're so close to double. You take one house, you could get two houses by the end of the stream. That's how it works.
Look, you got to go for the underdog. There's a lot of confidence in chat on Zaz's team, and not many voted for Daddy Dixon, but I believe Dixon. You got this, especially if Dixon follows
not being trusted.
Your expert coaching, your planning.
True.
How to get the 3Ds into the objective. This is very educational, has.
Absolutely. And, as Abe was saying on the screen, they did not gamble. They've gone 20k on Cyber. So they've backed the favourite, which, hey, look, the Melbourne Cup winner, that wasn't a favourite. That was 100-1. Bookies were laughing all the way back to the bank. Sometimes you just got to back that one off. So here we go. Underway. Have a look at these teams before we do get this first fight. What are we looking at here?
No surprise from the tanks. Chapper on the Winston, Iggy on the ball, both experts in their own regard on those characters. We've got the Brig Juno on Zaz's team and the Mercy Zen on Daddy's Dixon's Darlings team. Moonish with a pick instantly.
Oh,
Zaz
but
responding.
they respond fantastically in kind. Kitty, though, with the revive will make things a little bit more difficult, and it's going to just force Zaza Scott to get moving out of the way. So points should go to the first one here to Daddy's Dixon's Darlings, the triple D across the board as they take that first one there. And you can just see Iggy, they are having a wonderful time on that ball. As I say that, they get taken down the half. Perfect start here for Daddy Dixon.
Oh no!
Well,
What happened, Kitty?
so now that's what is called in the business a caster curse.
That's unlucky. What are you doing to Kitty? That's flipping in the.
I didn't see anything.
I wonder how that happened. They just failed. No one went to save him. Sometimes if they get low down that hole, a teammate's gonna pop out to pick him up. No one picked up the Mercy. Come on, guys. You got to help out Kitty there. Iggy's already got their ult online just from being a menace in the back line. So look for an early mine to engage here. 20% for both.
That they have. They get those balls up, so a bit of spacing at the very least. Zaza's squad takes control of the point overall, and you can see in the back line, Iggy's just doing that work beautifully. Allows the rest of Daddy Dixon's Darlings onto the point, but Kitty once again is getting trapped. Oh dear, Kitty, that is so unfortunate. They've just been left to die twice. Oh, Dixon, where's the teamwork? You got to have a chat with the squad, mate. What is happening?
That is just all Chapper. Iggy is hard focused on the back line of Zaza on that Widow and actually taking out the Widow. It's going to be really hard for Zaz to deal with Iggy all over him. But while Iggy was doing that, Chapper with the 4K in the front line. They got their Primal up. We're going to be knocking some people off, hopefully. Instant Primal. Let's see if they get any environmentals.
Oh, that's what we want to see. So far, nothing doing, and it looks like it will be 0 environmental kills. Meanwhile, oh, Dixon, it's there. He's just a little bit off for it. He gets damage, but not the kill. He does actually get one, but it's been responded in turn by a double from Zaza's squad, and they are starting to take real control of this one. Another fight won. And it's just to get everyone else. Moonish, the last one to fall. Iggy's still hanging around, but they can't really do anything at the present time. And they are closing in on taking the first one here. Oh.
Yeah, 80%. Dixon's team does have some ults coming in. The Valkyrie hasn't been used yet because Kitty's been picked off a few times. So coming in with the Valkyrie, and Iggy with the mines once again. Someone triggered Zaz mine. Looking out for it, but got to watch out for Iggy's dive here.
That they do. Chapadoodle on that Winston ready to go in. This might be the final fight if the Daddy Dixon Darlings cannot turn this one around here. They do at least try to find a first one, but Iggy's gone. Moonish, oh no, Moonish. You got to get up, Moonish. He just does. Almost disastrous. They've kept themselves in the fight for a little bit longer, but without a tank and without half the heals about to fall around them, the DPS, Kitty is gone. And in the end, Zaza, they lost the first fight, but after that, they were dominant in that first objective, and they take a 1-0 lead.
They were. And that defense of Chana on the Brig, that rocket flail, every time Chapper goes to dive in, every time Iggy goes to dive in, Chana's just going to rocket flail them, actually knocking Iggy off the map there. That's a massive opening pick for the last fight there. Yes, bring us back to the elephant cam. We need the elephant 3 times today. Look at it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
What a great elephant. You know, tusks, nose.
Do you think this elephant remembers every single time someone's jumped off the map by accident on Nepal? Do you think it's got memories of Punch?
I can't remember. Elephant's the one that... Wow. Okay. Well, that's just a bit rude, honestly. I don't know. Elephant's the one supposed to have big memories. So I feel like there is an animal that does that.
Yeah, they never forget, right?
They never forget. So if you've stuffed up, don't worry. Just like the Overwatch Replay Center, it's stuck in their minds. It's waiting in the corners and will be put forward. All your disasters. Like that! Dixon dying immediately. That's what you want to do as captain. Get in there, get some support of your team, get them all feeling real good, and then die in the first 5 seconds. And Zaza also finds Moonish. And all the Sombras players, they are making me feel very nervous about my prediction amount I've put in for this one.
Not responsible at all, were you, Has?
Not particularly at the moment, but hey, it's still early. First fight, plenty of time to turn things around.
Zaz has
Ziggy's
almost
just,
got walls. Like 15%, Zaz has got walls already almost.
As they are having the time of their lives. And I don't know how well they're being touched on this one because they've got to worry about the first ones there. You could target them, but then you lose a bit of that tank presence. That's what they're trying now, but they're keeping Zaza up perfectly. Now they just jump in, almost fighting the Zed. So they are very aggressive for that. Might come back to hurt them a little. Moon is jumping in on the Junkrat now. They're getting some spacing, but still, Zazas are continuing to get this point going. Iggy, though, that's a massive kill onto Chappadoodle. Can they keep this one rolling forward? The rest of the Dixon, the Daddy Dixon's darlings, the Triple D squad. Looks like it. Zaza taking it as well as they switch the point finally. Not bad from Zaza. They get to 40. Now Dixon, can they hold here? Can they get a stop?
Well, they're going to have Transcendence coming up, but Zaz's got walls once again. And Chana's got their rally too. Corbs, that Discord orb is just doing damage to Chappa. Every time they dive in, they're just discorded and getting shredded. Iggy's got a really tough decision on Dixon's team. If they focus Zaza on the Widow, then Chappa runs over their front line. If they don't focus Zaza, Zaza just gets picks instantly with that freedom. Smart to back off there. Oh, Kitty going down. Moonish investing the Junkrat tire.
Can he find something with that? He does. So they get the trade, and that's a healer for a healer. So you take that overall, but Chappadoodle on this Winston getting great coverage and big kills. The second might be there as well. He's chasing down the Reaper. Oh, Dixon!
My God.
You don't mind that. Invests and gets away with it. Would have looked ugly if it didn't, but they get this fight back. Sometimes you don't need a 4K. It's just the one, and they've taken the lead, and they can build a bit here.
I think he's going to have to add another alliteration, another D onto the title, because 3 Ds isn't enough. That massive ball play just ulting 1 HP in front of Chappa. I can't believe it worked out. You got to be furious at that. Well done, Dixon. Good job, mate. Iggy now has the mines to defend here. 72% for Dixon's team.
Yeah, the big D with a ball roaming around on their team. You don't mind that at all. And well, hello, another one there. Iggy Moodish, and look at this. Daddy Dixon's squad is absolutely taking control right now. They get the fight done before it even really started. And I don't know if Zaza's even going to have time, but they'll touch. But it's going to be a really tough ask.
They can probably touch just, but it's going to be such a tough attack here. Just staggering. Discorded, half HP, cooldowns used before they even get to the point from Chappa.
And Iggy can just fly around. Oh, Chappa's gone. He went too deep. And I've got to say here, after it was Zaza's squad in the first objective, they got 40% here. But the Dixon Darlings have locked in right now, and it looks like they should be able to take a second here. Still a few of Zaza's squad alive, but they will no longer be for this world. Iggy with that one onto stack. Zaza be it. Oh, we've got some beam in the ground. You love to see that. And maybe a tie to finish it off if you don't mind. There's no one left, and that is objective done. We are going all the way here to the third objective.
Yeah. Good job there from Dixon's team. When Dixon's team doesn't let off the gas and they just headstrong run forward with momentum, that's when they just win those fights. Like you said, they won that fight before it even started, and that's what they have to do, because if they give Zaz's team the slightest bit of freedom and space, Zaz is going to get 2 picks before you can cover the distance. Chappa's going to be bullying your backline. Daddy's Dixon team need to shut down the fight before it starts. They need to just keep that aggression and force Zaz's team to be reactive, not proactive. And that worked really well for them, capping that second point. Now, we're on the third point. We're seeing Chana swapping onto the Lucio, a bit more speed. Oh, Kitty onto the Moira. That's interesting. A bit more survivability when Chappa goes to dive them. He's like literally ball deep already.
Hey, that's how you want to be at this time of the day, at this moment in the game. As we have this fight up the top, the classic 5v5, everyone sort of does this, and then one team runs towards Porter. They find that early pick, and Chappadoodle again, he's getting the dives, but he's not finding what he wants from it, and his team in front aren't getting the kills. And Daddy Dixon's squad, they'll take control here. They've now been in control of points throughout the last 2. That's going to be ticking over 100%, and they are looking the goods right now.
Yeah, good spot to start the third map. It's just so difficult to dive in from Zaz's team on chat, but you dive in, you're discorded, you've got Junkrat and Dixon's Reaper just doing so much damage before you even land. It's so difficult to get a dive here. Chana swapping back onto the Brig. That Brig just pocketing Zaza and just being a bully is really useful, especially to flail away a tank dive in. Moonish almost at their tire. Iggy on their, already got their minefield up again. So fast, Iggy.
Yeah, and Zaza's just getting no chance to set up, and Iggy finds that one. Chapadoo and Loki will get trades back at the very least, and it's going to be left in a 2v2 situation. You got both tags fighting around. Massive fight coming up, but Iggy looks like they've done enough. Chapadoodle, they are trying to get towards point, contesting, trying to find anything. It's not there. Oh, well, I was nervous about my channel points. All of a sudden, I'm feeling, quietly confident right now.
Yeah, Dixon's team works better under pressure. They don't want the belief. They want you to doubt them, and then they're going to showcase everybody. So many ults on board for both teams here. This is almost... It's almost looking like last fight if Daddy Dixon win. It's just going to be 10 Qs right now.
Oh, yes. Abe's in shambles. Zaza. Oh, the Zaza betters are in absolute shambles, and Dixon styling on it right now. A massive double. Make it 3. The captain's on a 10-player kill streak, and they are so close to having this one locked up. Loki gets one, but Moonish, the instant trade, 81%. Well, for Zaza, if they don't get it here, this first map is done.
It's going to be 4 ults for 4 ults. If Chapper can dive Corbs and take out the Zen before the trance is built, that might be the deciding factor. If this Riptide is big, this is going to seal it for Dixon's team. Oh, Zaza on the Cassidy now.
The Cassidy switch, and it's done enough there. Now can they get something back on the other side? Iggy with the first. Aurora will trade on towards Dixon, leave it in the 4v4. Proximity mines cleared off the site there. They're trying to keep this one flowing, and Zaza gets calls finally. Do the Zaza squad get one back here? Do they get the trades? They do. They're not done with just yet. They'll switch it at 99%, but it's got to be absolutely flawless.
Yeah, clawing it back from the edge of the defeat there. Zaz on the Cassidy already at 80% in one team fight, having massive impact immediately when they swap. No ultimates on board except for Zaz, which is close now, but Zaz's team has to defend from 20% to 100 here. Daddy Dixon's time has so much time to get a pick.
They do. They will say the ults aren't quite there for either side at the very least. And Zaza's actually closer. And Dixon, oh, he has gone very early. And Iggy's been taken out. So that's one of the fights secured. Daddy Dixon's darlings will get back running to spawn. They've completed one. There'll be at least a couple more to go. But they're doing the job here, Zazaz.
And Dixon's team didn't even have much of an extended team fight there, so couldn't even build ults too much. Now it's at 50%, and they still don't have their ults online. But Zaz Deadeye on the high ground. If they don't get booped off, here we go.
Oh, no. And Koraz, he got cut off. And Zaza, the switch on to the Cassidy, is doing wonders. You just can't pick a winner in this game at the moment. Just when you think one team's taken the dominance role, they've figured them out. It switches just like that. And now the pressure is on Dixon's squad. Another one gone. Oh dear. Now the channel points. Now I get nervous again.
Yeah, the caster curse. Iggy's trying to survive and just be a menace. Oh, manages to live just Moira hitting him with the heals.
One's dead. It is Chapadoodle, the Winston, the Primal's out. Again, it's another early pick onto one of the healers. He's just having fun in the back lines. Oh, they might have done it at this point. Moonish's ultimate. The tire's gone. They're running out of time. I don't think they'll get back, so they have to fight indoors. It's not happening. It's left on Moonish on point, and Zaza's from the brink of defeat. They might have just done it here. They can't. They will touch for half a second. News revealed, guys. So awesome, awesome. Yay. I think we're back. I think we're returned.
Hello. We're back.
Hey, here we are. Hello. Oh.
Well,
Zazaz. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, good
sorry.
job from
You
Zaz's
first.
team. Slayed the Sombras, slayed the enemy team, and slayed the internet. Apparently, so strong, Has.
That's my Malcolm Turnbull, NBN, king of the internet. My God, what an absolute! But you pulls it together, you know. Just when you need that 10 megabyte a second, it comes into fruition. And I got to say, what came into fruition is that Zazas, they followed my plan to a T. You know, exactly as it was planned. All those arrows, it took, you know what? Dixon's almost had it figured out, but just at the last second, they remembered. We've got to go to the big circle. And they got the job done, which is what we love to see.
This is true. The team that is on the objective for longer does indeed win the Overwatch game mode. So, without following Daddy Slim's advice there, the sixth player, the coach, I hope you get a cut of the winnings for sure. But yeah, Zaza did very well. Zaza's team did very well there. But I mean, Daddy Dixon Darling put up a good fight. That was 3 rounds, 99s. The Iggy was going crazy on the ball. I was really impressed with Dixon's Reaper ults, to be fair. Like, the value they were getting consistently from it. Mustn't have been fun from Chapper diving in and just getting Discorded and Reaper spammed. But they persevered and they won Nepal. First one to Zaza's Sombra Slayers. I'm gonna mess that up a bit.
Tongue twister for that one. And my channel points, well, I thought they were all coming together perfectly. Unfortunately, it was falling off the other side there. Also, a big shout out to the Raiders coming in, Hinterland, and I believe we just had Hunt and Fire dropping by. Vestige dropped in. We thank everyone. These are, of course, most of the people that were playing in today's game, so you probably would have seen them if you've been tuned in.
Finch Fries. I see Finch rated as well. Thank you.
Yes,
mate.
Finch as well. Appreciate all that, guys. Hope that you're enjoying. Oh, and Ems is in. Everyone's coming in for the last couple here. We've got 2 to go. So, hey, why not come and watch the last bit of the action? And you've got Kings Row again. Man, you know what? We're setting the maps we want to pick for all the teams because there's been no love for Eichenwald, which I'm disappointed at. Where's the love for Eichenwald?
Look, I thought Eichenwald would have gone for some of the players, especially the Pharaoh players in that first point, but we've had 2 Kings Rows already and 2 different types of Kings Row. We've had just a absolute Chad Sigma T-posing Ryan battle for an entire map, and then we've had the counter swap strategy game back and forth. Civil War.
Apparently, it's disconnected esports civil war going on right now. I'm not sure if that's to do with the fact that Daddy Dixon's Darlings have stolen a few of their Ds, but I also think if some of the players might be associated with disconnected esports, so that also probably comes into fruition of that one.
Opposing players battling each other. But who do you think is Team Cap and Team Iron Man here?
I don't know. Well, yeah, that's who is Captain Beggar's up. Oh, I feel like Dixon's got to be Iron Man, just because he's very flamboyant. He has a bit of a rough and tumble. Everyone, he's where would best sum up Iron Man? Cocky.
Yeah. Cocky's a good description. I think Iggy would be Iron Man. They're like flying in there, just pressing the buttons. So we have Moon on the Echo. We saw Moon actually copy the Winston from Chapper beforehand. Loki on the Sim, but giving up so much space, hiding behind the hotel. Turret's already down. Good positioning from Daddy Dixon already.
Moon is just in a whole lot of trouble though. Oh, that is the far away.
Chapper.
Oh dear. Chapper Doodle grabs those 2. Aurora will be traded out at the very least here. They will be able to hold this one down for the time being. Keep that timer ticking. Also, thank you very much for... But geez, we're getting too many raids now. Everyone's coming in. I'm losing count at this point. We've got to focus on thanking everyone. And look at what's happening on the screen as well. Moonish finds Zaza. Chapadoodle gets one back. Moonish with the double. Straight back into the action after being knocked out in those first fights. And they might be doing enough here to keep this one rolling in their favor. But Loki comes in from behind. Deletes 2. Oh, big stuff on the Symmetra.
Yeah, fully charged just does so much damage. There was so many players dead there and not a single bit of progress on the point. Dixon taking out Aurora again, back to spawn, unlucky. putting some turrets down on point, trying to shred Iggy. Still, no progress on the point yet.
For all the work they got forward, it's not happening where they need it most. Ticking in those bars. Again, they get some decent damage. Oh, no, he's stuck in there. Oh, I think they got the teleport out, though. They do that beautifully. Now, Iggy is very low health. Can't contest in the fight for a little bit longer. They wait for the rest of their teammates here. Zaza is jumped upon. Again, they're still being held out enough here. Iggy does get that kill, but Chapadoodle with the others back. The trades are just staying in favor of Zaza's squad. As the Zen ult's been popped, they're on the point. They're pushing forward. They want to take this fight. Oh, dear. I like it. Aggressive, hold W. Doesn't quite work out there, though, for Daddy Dixon's darlings.
This has just been one long team fight since the match started. Like, we're down to a minute 40, and it's just been one whole team fight. We have Dixon swapping over to the Tracer. They'll be looking for some flanks on Zaza. Both tanks are just playing they're just playing a chess match. You dive my backline, I dive your backline. Who's going to peel? Who's going to kill the backline first? It's just both tanks being super aware of each other's positioning, and whoever performs gets the team fight win. Oh, Zen gets taken down there.
The Chapadoodle somehow stayed alive as well. That is great healing in the backline to keep him up. And they get Dixon, who's swapped over to the Tracer here. Unless he was on Tracer and I just wasn't paying attention because he's done absolutely nothing so far this fight. Yeah, just saying. Anyway, they keep holding them off.
He's only been on Tracer for about 10 seconds. But yeah, Dixon, sort your shit out, mate. Come on. Where's the 5k? Where's the play of the game?
Yeah, where is it? You haven't got 10 kills. You haven't got the first point. What's going on, mate? You got to lock it. Because remember, they lead 2-0. They could still get a 2-1, but this is it. They're fighting to keep a perfect record alive. And right now, they are getting deleted. The Widow has just got open points. The shootout Zaza is having the time of their lives. And they've got 40 seconds, and there's not really much ultimate-wise ready to go for Daddy Dixon's squad.
We see Chapper in the chat saying, where ball? Iggy might just be retracted on the roof somewhere, just waiting. At least they haven't been seen, so it's psyching out Chapper. On the Orisa now. Iggy's now on the Orisa. Already at 60%.
Oh, that's my Dixon Tracer GOAT gameplay right there. What you have just seen, ladies and gentlemen, is the best in OCE. And what you are seeing is a 15 kill streak, which is just going to keep piling up right now. They're pushing people off the point, but they're not getting the picks. Chapadoodle staying alive is just having the biggest tank diff I have ever seen in my life right now. It is disastrous for Daddy Dixon darlings. They're not even going to get one bar. They have been shut out on Kings Row.
Wow, Chapper just 24/7 was finding isolated players and just collapsing, and it just forced them back to spawn consistently, constantly finding supports, constantly finding Zaz. Just really good job there from Chapper. And also, Chapper, this is 2 maps in a row where they have taken out they've taken out Corbs on the Zen when they were 90%. And Kitty when they're on like 90% as well. Chapper's been able to pick the supports before they build their ults, and if you die without that transcendence, it's so bad for the team. So Chapper is just having 15D chess in his brain, seeing the whole map from a bird's eye view, knowing all the trajectories, knowing exactly where the players are and the timings, and just feasting. But you know who else wants to feast? Dixon with the Swedish meatballs on my friend Torbjorn. Let's go. Let's go, Dixon.
It can look. It's the switch up they need, maybe. Thank you as well, also to JD Raycraft and CD Cat for the raids. More players from games. Hope you enjoyed your time today, and good luck tomorrow to both of you as well. But well, I have to focus on this one here for the time being. Daddy Dixon's darlings. They do not gain anything. My channel points have basically just been a donation, it seems, because unless they can hold out here and not give up a single tick, which would force a decider map at some point. We haven't seen that one yet. I think that's in a bit of trouble, to be honest.
Yeah, 4 minutes for 1 tick. If Zaz gets an opening pick in the first 20 seconds, it's almost game over. But Iggy's so aware, and just in and out. There you go. Chapper taking down the Torb turret early.
So that means Dixon has to rely on his shots. Production, yep, Abe has been very successful in the channel points calls so far. Iggy, oh, they are surviving by the skin of their teeth. And Dixon, oh, the Torb doing work, but Zaza delivers big shots there. But Iggy responding, and the Dixon Torbjorn, maybe it's the difference maker. Hello, here it is, a big double for Dixon. M-Kitty finishes off Chana. They hold once. That's a minute, take it off. Just 3 to go.
Torb can absolutely work here. You can survive a Widow headshot, so that gives you some protection against Zaza. And if Chappa roll into you, you just press your E and you just start spamming shotgun shots at him, especially with Corb's Discord. So Torb here is actually a pretty good pick. Loki on the sim. So look at Zaza's team. They're trying to get some positioning. Last time Chappa was a bit ahead of the team. Oh, nice anti instantly.
Oh no, Dixon, he's out, he's done. He does have his turret waiting behind, so that's at least going to remove something, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be destroyed at any second. I think it's still up. There we go. Chappadoodle finally gets rid of it, but it's actually done a little bit of damage, held off for the time being, but a 5v4 situation. Chappadoodle, though, has to be so very careful. He gets Discord orbed and will be able to jump back out of that one, but they're delaying. They're doing all right here, and you feel like Zaza's stream, they're just waiting for these ults to come in, and that's where it came together. Oh boy, you get the boost there from Anna, and then you go to destroying the backlines. Chappadoodle can do what he wants and says, Moonish, you want to pop Blossom? That's cool, man. Let me just send you on your way.
Yeah, look, Moonish struggles into the characters that she counters. This is not the first time I've seen this from Moonish. Great job, though, from Zaza. Chappa, Corbs and Kitty would be just so frustrated. They got picked off by Chappa when they were like, Zen was 98% there on the Transcendence. 98%. Chappa was just building it so fast, focusing the supports, setting him to spawn before they could get their support ults off, and that was a massive, massive factor. So yeah. That's King's Row. We've had 3 different types of King's Row today. 3 completely different types.
That's what you can ask for. One in the middle, one all the way to the very end, and one that doesn't leave the first point. You know, it's everything you can ask for on a hybrid map. And with that, we've still got 1 to go, but that does mean that the Zaza squad have locked away a perfect record, at least when it comes to wins overall. But are they going to make it another 3-0 here? Or can the Dixon squad, can they just come up big in this last map of Escort, wherever that may be?
Where do you see Dixon's team deciding to go? Route 66, Circuit Royale, Junkertown. What do you think Dixon will pick?
Oh, it's a toughie on this one. Part of me wants Circuit Royale just because we haven't had enough. You know, we want that. Okay, Judo92 is asking, what is Diabolical Draft since they live under a rock? Well, Judo, Diabolical Draft is where we get a bunch of OCE creators that come together. They were drafted on a draft day into 6 different teams. Wait, is it 8 teams or 8 teams? 8 teams. There was a number of teams that were selected. 40 of them altogether. It would be 8 because 8 times 5 is 40. That's some smart mathematics for myself. You can see them all there. They've been jumping in raids. They've been streaming their own POVs. This is day 1, round robin. So that means that we will have the finals tomorrow to decide who is the Diabolical Draft winner. But we are finally on our last game of this evening. The winner of this, which technically has already been won, will go in with a very high seed on this one. Is that about everything, I think? Was that well enough explained? What do you reckon?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Just think of it like fantasy football or like Dream Team, or like when you're in primary school and you're picking softball teams. You got 2 captains, one picks one person, one picks another person. Except this is with the entire OCE community, 40 plus creators and community people. So it's just a good event from Liga and the team behind the scenes for the OCE community for Overwatch. And yes, it is Junkertown. Interesting. That's really good for Zaz on Widow.
Just as Rogue rated as well. So I feel like that it can't be coincident at this point. Also, Steffi B is also rated. But Rogue, considering they had the Junker Queen cosplayed throughout this Diabolical Draft, they come in, all of a sudden Junkertown is the final map. I don't think you could really write it up any other way to finish us off this evening. But, look, can they do it? Can And we're going to say the full name again. Daddy Dixon's Darlings defeat Zaza Sombra Slayers. Yeah. It's good. It's good. I've got, very well words.
Well, you'd be hoping that like the Triple D Dixon would be getting a good seed for tomorrow. You don't want them to be lower. But yeah, every single team, regardless of their score today, will be playing at least one match tomorrow. So you will see all these teams again tomorrow. But those that get placed lower, if they lose their first game, they're eliminated. So you want to win as many rounds as you can, as many maps as you can. That's why we're playing all three rather than just stopping at a 2-0.
That is correct. It makes things, I'd say just more fun, more entertaining as it all is. As we get ready, our final map of the day. Lock in, everyone. It's
look at
on
Zaz's little spot. Look at the little cheeky spot.
Does anyone ever check? No one checks that, surely.
Except Chapper might. I mean, Iggy might too, flying around. They've spotted him. Oh, I can't land the shots, unfortunately. That was a freebie on Corbs. Surviving, though, and backing out.
Not quite the kills they're after, but definitely distractions, at least on the first bit, as we stick with Zaza for the time being. Some shots cleaning out through the middle. They're down and below, looking to see if they can pick anyone up who's around that payload. They are copping an absolute beating, though, from that being this one here on Iggy, who's been a nuisance on that ball, just providing space for the rest of his team to try and get forward. Continue around through this one here. Still, there's yet to be an actual pick. Chappadoodle trying to keep the rest of his teammates safe. Back and forth on this one. Who can hold these ones out? We're still waiting for that first pick. And finally, would you look who it is? Dixon falls away. And Zaza's Zombra Slayers will win this first fight out.
Yeah, and winning this first fight for Zaz's team, once again, it means Chappa's going to be like 70% to the ult. Zaz has got walls already. Iggy building the minefield so fast on the ball. Maybe able to put it on the cart or something. But Chappa has just had so much faster ult building. Iggy, good job on Zaza, finally picking him. Then the supports on Dixon's team, they're only on 40%.
It might be enough there. Iggy is doing work, and Dixon coming in with the assist there on the Tracer as they start to get some momentum going with this one here. Moonish finds Loki. Aurora managing to get one back there, but again, Iggy, the work they're doing, and now they can delay these next two here because I don't feel like the Zaza Zombra Slayers, unless they get rid of the ball, are going to be thinking about jumping on the cart. So, good first push. They get plenty of time to work with. Got to feel very good indeed if you're the Daddy Dixon Darling squad here.
Yeah, good job taking the first point. 4.5 minutes. Iggy's asleep, but should be able to escape here, even while Anti, just so much health. Actually might stay and go for the fight now with the Mega. Chana's going to be in trouble.
Oh.
Bad luck.
Massive pick again, and they just get away scot-free. They can even go back in if they want to. They're thinking about it. Hey, if you're playing with confidence, why not? And Avers, well, they've summed it up pretty well. Iggy is moving the ball in ways I didn't know was possible. You have to say it's pretty accurate because they are just causing absolute nuisance across the board here with so many different angles you can take on Jugger. Zaza's got no time to set up. They are surviving by the skin of their teeth, but not for long. Still, when the ball's in that deep, it does allow the other four left on cart to be a bit more vulnerable. Chappadoodle's found the one, and he's gotten rid of M-Kitty as well, who popped the Brig ultimate. The rally, unfortunately, will come to nothing, but Iggy's still in the back line and still getting kills.
And Aurora getting picked off. The supports have just been mostly in spawn on this second
point.
Dixon. Chana's out again.
It is. It feels like it is just the tank battle at the moment. Which one gets all the kills on top of the others? Iggy versus Chappadoodle, deciding how their teams can then go in through there. Chappadoodle, he wants to go deep, but in the background, Iggy's got Zaza, and another could be following as well. Iggy with the double. Can they find a response? Aurora's got M-Kitty, but it's all they're going to get by the looks of things. And Chappadoodle stuck by himself in the back lines. Chana, though, gets Dixon. He gets
and
a little...
And the red tire and Dixon, 2 in 1. That's value from a cooldown.
They won't be able to touch though, but still 2-0. And oh my god! Okay, this time Iggy's got to be. No, he's going to get out again, isn't he?
It's just so much health, so much speed.
Oh,
Chappa got him. Well, they're already in spawn anyway. Like they're already there. You just put them in a timeout for 5 seconds.
Oh boy. Well. They do get the little bit of a
So
stop here, and
aggressive.
M-Kit... Oh, okay. Well, M-Kitty's gone down, which means that's going to be the reset again for Dixon's Darlings, who continue to go forward. Dixon on the tracer, trying to move a bit of damage back and forth. Chapadil is just in there, and the doors close right behind the cause. Iggy's got Zaza. It's just which tank is destroying each other's backlines. Everyone else is just basically running away from the two at this point. But they're still moving the card forward, Dixon, although M-Kitty, by themselves, they'll need a full reset, it feels like, here.
They will. They will. Chana got revenge there on Dixon too. That must have felt good. I'm surprised. It's interesting that Corvs didn't use their Transcendence there, just opting to just die, let the Nano Winston. Now they're going to have their Transcendence for the next fight, but Zaz's team's got 4 ults. Chapper's actually just not kissing the spawn doors. I'm putting you back to your old spawn doors, mate.
Oh no, M-Kitty, turn around. He's behind you. Oh my lord. He's going to end up with 2 as well. Chappadoodle. It's all just come to a standstill all of a sudden. He's still getting kills. What is happening?
Like, both tanks are getting picks in both teams' backline. It's just madness. Like, Iggy's going in on half health and probably going to pick Zaz here. Although Zaz's team is protecting the president. They're all peeling and helping her out.
They're all just like grouping. They're just incredibly scared, which I don't blame them. This ball is just everywhere they look. And just the moments that Zaza isn't being jumped on, they are hitting their shots. Dixon, gone.
It's like they're playing tag. They're just playing chasey. Like, okay, you chase me, I grapple. Okay, you dive, I run this way. Everyone's just playing the positioning. Very smart, very patient. Oh, yeah, taking out their corpse. Still got the trans.
Yeah, they do. They have been slowed down a bit. Zaza once again. Dixon does get one. Iggy. Oh, slept this time. They might not be too long for this world now, but they're still getting their health. They can still get away. Oh, this might not be as easy, but again, look, they're out. They're gone.
There's so much support for Zaz. Like, instant grenade, instant Juno speed. Moonish taking that Chapper. That's big.
Oh my lord, Chappadoodle going down. Maybe that's the difference maker. They're finally get them forward here. Zaza's stuck on the other side as well, dancing back. They're thinking, surely no one would be jumping on me right now. Dixon gets the kill. It's just jump scares at this point.
Every time you zoom in your scope, just a gigantic hamster appears.
Oh boy, no one
the
can
trance
find...
to save the Nano Winston.
Not the chap cares. He's still going in. He's going to find these kills if it kills him at this point. He's still sweet. He gets M-Kitty as well. Moonish will get rid of Loki, but he's still jumping around Chappadoodle. Damage across the board. Dixon finally shuts him down with the help of all the others around him. And they might have done enough. 57 seconds left on the clock here. Iggy gets Aurora, and they are just holding them in the wayside, and they've done enough in the end. Oh, hectic. Might be the word for that one.
That was all on the back of Moonish's tire. Taking out Chapper there, like we saw Chapper with a 20 kill streak on King's Row earlier. Taking out Chapper also confused him. A WTF in the chat. Moon's playstyle is always confusing, but in that regard, it was effective. They got all 3 points there. Got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're after. They get that 3, and they give themselves the opportunity to try and make this... Is the card supposed to be glitchy like that, or is that... I don't know. That's pretty normal for Overwatch, really.
Oh, no bugs ever. It's a small indie studio, you know?
True. They don't have a lot of cash behind them, which they would if they put their channel points in the correct areas, like a lot of people have done for this game. Very smart. Not me, though.
Exactly. Well, we see both teams pretty much opening with the exact same thing, and like it's a very close team fight, so... You know, no adjustments to be made. There could be some counters, but what's working is working. We do see Loki now onto the Echo. Dixon's hitting some shots on that Cassidy, though. Mainly focusing on Chapper's dives, but hitting some shots nonetheless. Taking out Zaza a few times, too. Oh, look at the
oh, wow. Yeah, remember when that was real?
There we go.
Also, shout out the Wintons in chat. People
the Wintons.
Greetings. I don't know if that probably sounded terrible.
No, that's not too bad.
That can't be as bad as Super TF's try on that one. Hey, what about yourself, Drop? What are you on for that?
I can't do any Winton impressions.
You gotta try at least. Look, Chappadoodle's out there. He dies if you don't do the impression quickly.
Look, if Chappa's life is like depending on my voice acting, I'm sorry, Chappa, you get eliminated. But like they're just poking out, they're just battling. Chappa's on 20%. Iggy's just rolling around, just aiming for Zaz. Great nade from Chana. Chana is keeping Zaz alive so well, and so is Aurora.
And the reason that I would say that Daddy's Dixons are staying alive in most of these because Iggy's putting that pressure. The problem is they can't focus all the time on Zaza and Chana, so they have to take their targets on each what they want there. And then they have to rely on the other ones to hit their shots because Chappadoodle is just destroying the backlines as Iggy does find the one to Zaza, but it won't be enough to swing it over here. The Junk is left alive for half a second. And it will be Zaza's Sombra Slayers staying alive for this one. The ball, though, he's still there. He never leaves. He never dies.
You're antied, you're asleep. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You wake up with 400 health, you just roll to Omega. Like, he's still alive. He's just rolling around. Good job. I can't believe you see Dixon Ego fight Zaz there. Realized the Widow was there and was like, you know what? I'll peek this. I'll peek this. Didn't work out, unfortunately, but I got to respect it.
Oh my god, again, so the presence he holds, is it 4 people have turned around. He jumped on Zaza again. Credit to the healers on the Zaza Sombra squad. They're keeping their Widow alive as much as possible. And in the meantime, Chappadoodle has got incredibly deep as Iggy, though. He finds Chana. Again, he's getting those 1 or 2 picks. It's doing enough. Aurora desperately trying to keep his teammate alive. And Zaza, again, they get left alone for just a second. And Corbs is deleted off the face of the herb. Iggy is still alive, though. And the point is still being contested as Iggy finds another kill.
Oh. Zaz responds.
It's over.
Oh, the Brig Shield in the high noon.
Oh, Dixon! He got the kill as well. Shout out to the Deadeye from Dixon, although I think it has just delayed the inevitable here. His teammates, I don't know if they'll be... Oh, wait, hang on. The Zen pop as well. They might just keep contesting this. Chappadoodle has been put together. In fact, that is out of the... Oh. Okay, he's dead. Never mind. He just got absolutely deleted off the face of the earth.
Wow, great comeback there. Corbs got taken out again at 95% of their trance for like the 10th time. So unlucky. But it let them respawn and come back with that trance to save the Nano Chappadoodle. So good job. Daddy Dixon staying in the fight now. They got a minute left to hold this. Iggy just got 2 picks. Now it's a 5v3 to hold this last meter, which is going to be tough. This should be in Sombra Slayer's favor here.
It should, especially when Chappadoodle is finding picks like that very early on. Chana against Dixon. That should be able to swing it enough. They've delayed pretty well in the end. It's below a minute, but it will not stop the inevitable, as you just stated. Boonish does find one. Almost actually had the double there on the tire. Dixon would like to get back in, and well, if Iggy's still there and they're sticking around the card, and just with the... Oh... There's no way they can hold this one out for that long because they have to keep jumping off the point back and forth, but their teammates are coming back and they're just delaying a little bit longer. This is actually getting a little bit awkward here. The Zaza Sombra Slayers, they do have ults to put away on both sides, but again, they've got to focus on the payload, and if they don't, they get caught on the other side because Iggy's doing so much work there, jumping back in. Aurora has found Corbs. They are still fighting this one. How is this still going on? They might have finally broken them here. 4 meters, seconds, it's below 10, but Dixon's getting kills. Moonish goes down. There's left with Iggy and Dixon. The Tracer, the ball, these two blue players jumping back and forth, but finally it ends. And we keep going.
Oh, man. Like, that was not clean. That was crazy for both teams. Iggy just survives forever. Oh, you got 5, I got 4 players dead. It's alright. I'll just roll around, contest, get a mega, roll around, contest. And it worked pretty well there. But Zaza's team managing to cap the first point. Not clean though. Chappa taking out 2. Oh, this second point might be capped immediately now.
I would love to see how many primals Chappa has got because it's been clean. And it's just the backline jump on the healers every single time. And as good as Iggy is, this is the problem that they have when you're on that ball is you're not really there to defend it. You got to rely on more of the DPS because Iggy's got to be out there jumping on the other side, finding the picks, which they might have on here. Zaza, oh, very low. They almost come out, but then Dixon's able to back it up on the other side. The knock up as well with the hits there. Iggy, they're just doing the damage. They will be put down. That anti there from Chana, big indeed. And now this is a big opportunity for Zazas to go forward, especially when Chappadoodle just has everyone in his sights as he jumps on in. And Moonish is all that remains.
Yeah, Zaz swapping to the Cassidy, not letting Dixon get away with what they've been doing. Dixon's been hitting some shots. Zaz obviously very good Widowmaker, hitting the shots on the Cassidy too. Moonish has got another tire, and those tires have been pretty effective, especially at shutting down Chappadoodle when they're diving. Corbs does have their Transcendence if they need to use it to contest here. Are they going in? They are going in.
Oh, they will
Transfer.
now. That we will, and Iggy getting that pick there. So a big fight coming up. Zaza, the wool come out to M. Kitty, and the follow-up on calls just when they needed it. Zaza has delivered, but Iggy's still finding kills and picks. Chappadoodle gets Dixon. It's left on to Moonish, and Iggy is still alive, getting these picks. They might have done enough overall. Moonish has got Chappadoodle, 32 seconds. Zaza's got it, though. They will get it again. Oh, these fights are coming down to the very last breath of all teams, and there's a minute 53 for them to get to 3. Even if they do, I feel like Daddy Dixon's darlings, they're going to have a time lead here.
It's just madness back and forth. Like, how do you predict these fights halfway through? It's so crazy. Iki's doing so much work, just constantly being alive, and just even if they're not going for a full dive attack, they're just being a menace. They're just booping around, getting you out of position, using cooldowns, doing so well. Moonish still has that tire. Iggy's got the mines up again. Chappadoodle with their 11th primal, what it seems like.
Oh, Corbs caught up in the sky. They're going to be taken down there from Zazo, who's got some decent pressure up above. Loki also fighting those picks there, and another for Zaza. Iggy's got their one, but they're going to have to keep multiplying on top of that. They weren't moving the payload while that was going on, so that actually helps out Daddy's Dixon's darlings while they didn't find what they were looking for initially. They just take more time off the clock.
And Dixon's team's got 4 rolls. Now 3. Moonish using the tire early. 50 seconds on the board to defend this. Chappa taking out the tire. That's really good from Chappa. Still 3 ults. Moon swapping over to the May and Meter. It's going to be really good for overtime here.
Oh, and Chana holding the ante, and it will deliver in spades. Iggy's gone, 30 seconds and counting, so they might not have time, but they are still very much in favor to try and get this 3 here, and oh, they are all stuck up. It's oh my god, the ante, that is enormous, and that should delete them. M Kitty, they popped the ultimate on the brig, the rally, it's not going to matter. And now Iggy needs to go above and beyond. They do get the first one. They've just done that so well so far in this game. These one-off picks, but they need someone else to step up on the other end, and they're running out of teammates. It's just the May stuck on the side in Moonish. He goes in to save them. Oh, and he gets the knock in on Loki. Dixon comes back in on Aurora. The switch up. Zaza getting the picks as well. Chappadoodle pops the primal. They're all stuck around on this one. Zaza with another kill. You can't pick the winner at this point, but at the moment it looks like Zaza's might have done enough. Dixon, they jump off the other side there. Iggy is staying alive, and Menace, they are contesting this one to the very end. Oh, and Dixon's got Chappadoodle. They might have swung it. Everyone's coming back here for Zaza's, but they've only got 3 remaining. No tank. Can they pull it off? Moonish onto Aurora. They might not take the series, but they could have done enough here, and they can't get to the side in time. Loki and Dixon, Daddy Dixon's darlings. Good lord. They will get 1 map. What a final one to finish off the evening.
Yeah, so well earned. So hard fought there at the end. I couldn't tell who was going to win that in the last 3 seconds. It was crazy back and forth. Chappa on the Winston didn't miss a single primal, didn't miss a single juggle. The movement, Iggy's movement on the hamster was amazing. I feel like Zaza, it was just protect El Presidente. Zaza zooms in, instantly dove, whole team peels to them. While that's happening, Iggy's off, Chappadoodles is off getting some kills. Absolute great job from them getting the last map there, but good series to end on for day 1.
Absolutely, and guys, we are just about done, but not yet. We are going to go to a quick break, and when we return, we're going to wrap up day 1's proceedings and have a chat about what's happening tomorrow. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
We are back. We are back. That's right, everybody. The round robins. They're done. They're done. Drop Bear, as they slim, Aaron. They're done. What do we feel?
Done.
Oh.
That's day one finally over. That I can't verbalize my like emotions as to like how I feel about the event today. I had a lot of ups, and I love seeing everybody compete and play. I'm even more keen for tomorrow now, since we're gonna have everybody actually verse each other and try to make it through. A bit more of a reason to try winning their matches instead of trying to play the long con, as we've seen some teams play tonight. Hazzy, Scary, is there anything that you guys have seen that I don't know, stuck with you throughout the last few games?
I got one. I think it's fantastically balanced. All the games we've seen today have been super well balanced. Even that the 3-0 was still 9-9, still overtimes. The teams are very well balanced. There's different levels of skill on each team and different hero pools and one tricks and stuff, but really well balanced. I'm like, I don't know how to pick a winner for tomorrow. Chapper's team there, Dixon, Zaz's Sombra Slayers. What a three words there. But they played fantastically. I'd put them for the favourites going forward, but everybody played really well, and they weren't flawless. They had cracks that could be exploited there by Dixon's team. So, yeah, great job on the balancing. I'm excited to see who wins tomorrow. I can't call it.
Honestly, the balancing, as we know, it was all in the hands of the captains themselves. That's how the Diabolical draft works. A week ago, they sat down. They played the odds. They played the reverse snake draft, and they got to build their dream teams. Question is, for some teams it was a dream, for some teams maybe not so much. So, to remind people, everyone returns tomorrow. That's right. Top 4 teams from Group A move on to the winners bracket, which we will be streaming, and the bottom 4 teams from Group A and B move into the losers bracket, which will be non-broadcasted. However, all of the creators here are streamers, and they will be streaming their POV. So if you do want to catch that action, you definitely can. But let's actually have a little discussion, lads, about the current bracket standings from day one. What have we seen so far?
Yeah, well, I was going to say Group A, Rogueland's Reckoners, they actually came out on top by a bit because everyone else, so it was just battles. No one wanted to get another win on 2. Cho Baddies, Finch Fries, Bad Bunnies, all with 1 and 2, which is quite interesting to see. And then you have your reigning supreme leaders up in Group A, taking that rank number 1 away. So the Reckoners, the power of the Junker Queen cosplay, seems to have held them in good stead.
Hey, look, I think having somebody that's a strong leader that's willing to like motivate the team to get up and get going is probably why they've gotten all the way there with all the wins. The hype, I could imagine, and the fucking comms in there would have been so loud, so exciting, and so like, you know, pump it up. Like, I only wish that we could hear the comms whilst they were playing there, because I could only imagine how loud that VC was getting during those games.
Was anything actually useful information, though, is the question.
I think you just win from passion. I think
exactly
you just scream
right.
and like you just make guttural noises and you just win like 3-0. I think
But-
that's a good sign for one tricks. I think everyone should only play one tricks. All right, if you flex,
Real.
you lose. 3-0,
Real.
one trick, easy peasy.
Well, I mean,
I'll flex on my one trick, all right? sorry to cut in, all right? Listen, you want to dive, Ryan? I got you. Shield, Ryan? I got you. Backline, Ryan? Flank, Ryan? Sniper, Ryan? I've got you. Drop it on the stands, all right? It's not about being a one trick. You don't do one thing. No. It means you have one solution to every problem.
Exactly.
It always works.
And we even saw the anti-air Genji today. Like, it is a hit scan. It does work. You just have to play it differently. You just got to flex on your one trick.
Well, look.
Just a quick little shout out before we go on. Just a quick little shout out to the absolute legends that are the darlings for the raid, and the Slayers coming through with the raids as well. Thank you to everybody who was playing today as well, coming through and raiding the broadcast. We appreciate you. And back to it, on the bracket update, Group B, what have we seen here?
That's why you got to go. You can't gamble responsibly. You've got to go all in. This is what happens when you gamble responsibly. You back the favorites. You go 0-3. Put it all on the 100 to 1. Then you go 3-0 like Zaza Sombra Slayers.
And I don't think there was a single game where anybody had managed to cross over 100,000 channel points today. No, aside from Gamble Responsibly, I think they were the only team with that much on the line. Could have possibly just broken because of that alone. That's a lot of pressure to have. With that said, though,
now I want to also mention that we did have predictions going, and I will be now cashing it out to let everybody know that the Zaza Sombra Slayers have won. And those who played the hand, congratulations.
Oh,
You
yeah,
get yourself some
that
channel
was the
points.
one I definitely backed. I didn't just lose all my channel points.
Yeah, I've 20 times my channel points today, so I'm telling you that in the future, Liger. Thanks for that payment.
Listen, I do not encourage gamba. Not in this house. But what I do encourage is some good gameplay. And let's give you the update right now. Game day 2 tomorrow, 5 p.m. AEDT onwards. We will be streaming the quarterfinals between Rogan's Reckoners and Daddy Dixon's Darlings. And then it'll also be another quarterfinal match between the Zaza Sombra Slayers and Chirp Baddies. Those are the 4 teams who are carrying on from day 1 into day 2 into the winners bracket, which will be streamed, of course. But the game show isn't over for Diabolical Draft. Gamble responsibly will be in the first losers round against Finch Fries, and then Bad Bunnies are going to be going up against Buzz's Barbies. Love the alliteration there. To see who's going to survive and make their way out of losers bracket. The losers bracket storyline is something we always encourage here in HSP events. We really do love it. We always think it's always a great opportunity to bring everyone back for day 2. Give them a shot. Give them a chance to build up the craziest storyline ever. And lads, I don't know about you, but I think it could flip tomorrow. I think we might see today was a warm-up for some of the teams. They might bring out their A game tomorrow.
Look, I mean, and that's kind of what you expect, right? It's going to be the first time that these teams are actually getting together. For some, first times they're playing ever in a tournament. And you kind of want to see them very quickly be able to adapt. That's what we've seen today. But now that they've got their chemistry under control, now it's time for them to start strategizing and coming up with ideas overnight, so that when they do come to tomorrow's games, they come with their A game. I mean, also allows everybody else to get some channel points if they did lose it in the last few ones. So, guys, make sure that you do stick around for tomorrow, 5 p.m. AEDT.
Now, before that, I do want to give a sincere and amazing thank you to Scary Dropper and Has Daddy Slim for casting day 1 for us. Thank you. Big claps in the chat to these amazing casters. Thank you, lads. We appreciate it immensely for starting us off, setting the standards, setting the pace for day 1 of the Diabolical Draft. Floor's yours. Shout yourselves out, of course. Tell the people what you do. Yeah, no.
I'll drop. You can go first, mate.
All right. I don't have much to say apart from thank you to Liger and Aaron and everybody else behind the scenes as well. It was a pleasure to cast alongside you as well, Haz. You'll find me Scary Drop Bear everywhere. I'm a 3,000 hour Genji one trick that yells a lot and enjoys trying to feed. So that's what I do. How about you, Haz? It was a pleasure to cast alongside you today, mate.
Yeah, first time casting together, I got to say, I thought it went pretty well. First time casting Overwatch again for the first time in like 3 years. It has been a while between drinks in that regard, but it was nice to be back. Again, you can catch me at all my social stuff. It's all Has Daddy Slim, except, of course, my Twitch, which actually has a 1 instead of the L, because my original one that has Daddy Slim, I lost that because it was under a school account 8 years ago, and I never got it back. So, you know, maybe one day I get the full thing together. Who knows? But in the meantime, you can find everything there from that if you're looking for me to cast your stuff, and you can, well, most of the time it'd be nice getting paid. If not, then at the same time I'm still more than happy to come on and do some stuff. It's anything from FPS to, you know, this, fighting games, stuff I don't even know. It'll all be great. But you know what, I'm gonna head to bed, honestly. You know, I've got my Bashi. I was reading a book before, but I'm pretty tired.
Among Us.
Been a pleasure, guys.
Get into bed. Have a good night.
Sweet dreams, mate.
Get into bed. Sweet dreams. Drop egg. You can just Genji dash off screen.
Yeah, there's room for 2 in there for sure. Castles are repaired.
Hey, yeah. Cuddle up. Thank you, Dropper. Thank you, Has Daddy. Aaron, my goodness.
Hey.
We're at the end of day 1, the Diabolical Draft.
And
what a time.
Happy to have had this day over, because now we're going to be able to look forward to tomorrow. Honestly, look, for the first time being able to come through and cast Overwatch in this kind of environment, it's been absolutely spectacular. The audience have been absolutely amazing. The players have been absolutely wild. And obviously, with all of it kind of collating to what is honestly one of my favorite events now moving forward for Overwatch, being the Diabolical Draft. So many twists, so many turns. I'm really keen to see what's going to happen. Liger, is there anything you're looking forward to? Nobody's got to ask you yet.
Ooh.
What's your predictions?
Listen, the only prediction I have is very simple, okay? At the end of the day, this was born off a concept, a simple phrase. It's about to get diabolical, mate. It's about to get diabolical. Tomorrow is day 2, the finals, the losers bracket finals. The stories are gonna be finally told. The heroes are gonna be turned into legend. But most importantly, at the end of the day, the draft has played its place. It's time to get diabolical, okay? That's it. Let's
I'm
wrap it
keen
up.
for it.
We're gonna send it off. Everybody in the chat, thank you for coming through. Shout out to Abon Production today. Shout out to Blaze Ninja doing it up on the Observing. Best camera person in the house. Woo! Amazing casting from Hasday Slim and Scary Dropbed. Tomorrow we'll be joined by Profound Rice and the GM Cosplay. We know who they are. We love them. It's gonna be a blast tomorrow. Can't wait, Aaron. I can't wait. Everybody coming
I
through.
can't either.
All the players.
I've seen both of them commentate
Oh.
before as well. You have chosen incredibly well. Again, secondary. I have to give a compliment again to everyone that's helped manage it, including yourself, Liger. I haven't heard anybody do it yet for you. Thank you so much for putting all this
Don't
kind
worry
of stuff
about it.
together.
Don't worry
man.
about it.
It means
Listen,
a lot.
and a huge thanks to Captain Zen and Gamble responsibly, Captain Dixon and Daddy Dixon's darlings, Captain Fluke with the Cho Baddies, Captain Jess with the Bad Bunnies, Captain Finch with the Finch Fries, Captain Roglin with the Reckoners, Captain Zaza with the Somber Slayers, and Captain Buzz with the Barbies. Thank you to all 40 creators as well. We're keen to see how you perform tomorrow. It's been a blast. I think we'll wrap it up there. Shall we?
Yes, absolutely.
Shall.
Good night, everyone. Take care.
Good night. See you tomorrow.